3. And it's not playing.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Run
Hello.
the intro!
I'm running the intro. What a
Run
brilliant...
it better!
This is what happens when I come back.
I've been back for like a month now. You have no excuses. None! I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, is everybody in the right spot?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a body switch episode.
All right.
See, I had you guys in different spots, but that's all good. Anyway.
Why can't I hear anything from literally anything but Discord? Anyway, Ben, start.
Are we... Can I... Oh,
We're
there, we can hear you.
professionals.
Have we
We're
done our...
so good at
We've
this.
done our intro, right?
I haven't played the intro.
Do we all
No.
need to drink a little bit, I think? Everybody drink?
Yeah,
'cause I
everybody
want
just
to?
drink a little bit because this is how things go.
Alright. Welcome to Clickety Clackety Roll to Attackety, everybody. I am Ben. I am your DM for the evening. As you can see, our good friend Trevor is over there channeling Sam Riegel.
Oh god, there it goes. Alright, I'm just gonna start that over. Alright, here we go.
Now I don't want to.
Well, we're doing it now.
It's happening. So good.
It's so...
Trevor, we're trying
Woo! Alright.
Alright, I guess... Are we here now? Are we actually here now?
I think we're actually here. Anybody in the chat,
Always
can you
been
verify
here.
that we are here?
I'm
Yeah.
merely
Our
thinking of
existence
your
is predicated upon your approval.
Yay! Everybody, yay! Everybody, yay!
Is anyone monitoring this
I
and can confirm that we sound alright?
Yeah, give me...
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds sick.
Alright, so, my name is Ben. You've already heard that. I am your DM for the evening. I'm gonna be running this game, and it's a little game we like to play called Kindred. So, we're gonna go around the circle, and we're gonna introduce ourselves. Alright, Kat. Tell me your name and your deepest, darkest trauma.
Secret.
Okay, hi. I'm Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Today,
Wow, that's really traumatic. Let's move
Today,
on.
my maintenance man came to take my window unit out when I was pooping.
That is really
That
traumatic.
is very traumatic.
All right.
Oh,
Perfect.
That sucks.
That really sucks. Next up, Miles. Tell me your name
Miles.
and your deepest, darkest trauma.
Tell me your name and your per hour.
Per hour.
Get it?
Yeah. My name is Miles, and my best friend is Sonic the Hedgehog. My nickname is
Yeah.
Tails.
That's Tails' real name for anyone who doesn't
That
know.
is
Miles
true.
Prowler.
Mhm. It's not spelled the same, but I appreciate it.
Prowler.
Wow, that's really traumatic, Miles.
Shit,
yeah.
dude.
Your involvement
Trevor.
with that cursed
Trevor.
hedgehog.
Trevor, tell people
Yeah.
your name And what's your deepest, darkest trauma?
Name's Trevor. We're not keeping the glasses on the whole time because we gotta make it special every time they're here. Deepest trauma was I called my mom and was like, "Hey mom, why didn't you call me? It was my birthday yesterday." And she was like, "Who's this?" Turns out that I didn't have a mom and I had spawned on this earth like 20 years ago due to some time shit. And that was very traumatic for me.
Wow, that is like hashtag relatable.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my god, you two.
James!
No fucking way.
Dreamy! Now, James,
I
tell
didn't
me
even
your
follow that.
deepest, darkest trauma.
I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now, but the absolute worst one is that I found out that my father, Arnold Schwarzenegger, is not getting me Turbo Man for Christmas. And
What?
it's
Poor
all
little
Sinbad's
Jacob.
fault.
You know
What a
what?
fucking mailman.
You know what that
Doctor
means?
told me that
It
Mr.
means you're
Schwarzenegger
gonna
was
go
the only
on.
preceding case of what happened to me with the whole
No, no, no.
time.
It's fine because you're gonna go on and you're gonna play a young Darth Vader.
That's
Yippee.
Anyway, Dreamy.
Now,
Yeah,
this
but
is
you will be
pod
ostracized for it, and everybody.
Yeah,
will
well, this is a
think you
traumatic
ruined Star
story,
Wars.
so.
It's been a
Dreamy.
long
Oh
life.
my god, hey.
Hi.
Tell people your name and your social security number.
I'm Dreamy, and it's 555
Mhm.
5555.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
Wow, that's incredibly
Moving.
that's incredibly amazing.
Here we go.
We got her. Move, move, move! Anyway.
What's that red dot?
Whoa. That's so crazy.
Odd. It's a bug.
Again, welcome to Clickety Clackety. We are a bunch of nerds
Cool
and
guys.
assorted people.
And everyone.
Yes. You know what, Trevor? You got this. Please introduce the stream for me.
What are we?
Did you already do that?
What am I?
You're Ben. You're a
Okay.
worm who sprouted arms and became my best friend. But then I opened your jar one day and this weird fluttering creature flew out and burned my city to the ground. You killed Wormy, you son of a bitch.
And I don't regret it.
These are
So
some
what
deep
happened
cuts.
last time in
Why does
our...
this keep happening to me?
What happened last time in our last session that we had? Now that
I
we're
got
dropping
notes.
this bit forever.
We need the note taker. Trevor, knock knock.
All right, I'll try to not just read all my notes, which is
If you
my
don't
role.
want to, I can as well.
Double note taker.
Oh, for the people who are watching this, some of the party have gone through one-on-one sessions where we've really delved into some of their character stuff. So be ready for some weirdness or not weirdness or, I don't know what's coming.
Maybe some
Some
sex.
of it
That was
happened years
our
ago, and
I-
will
biggest
likely not come
drama.
up.
Was the
But if there is one thing you
celebrations.
guys should be expecting, is that there is a very sexy tap number done by Stan in the second act of the episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never seen a
Second
sexy
act?
tat. No one has
We-
ever seen.
let's
a sexy
speed up
tat
this
number.
first one then. So Aelid
That's
awoke
gonna be the
in
11 o'clock
arms
number.
of a white wolf and snuck back to her cottage to make breakfast. Seamus talked to her very briefly and mentioned that the trainee's next lesson would be coming up soon, and that we and she will be there for a month. While technically a lesson, the recruits would not have the backing they usually do. Warned that there might be some overlap of other groups with minor billboard quests. Ross made some beautiful cinnamon roll pancakes while Stan admired the work. Clay woke up at the forge as Forge Master David walked in. Clay had asked for advice on crying, but David didn't have any. Everyone who ate sat down for breakfast and gained 3 temporary hit points. Do I still have that written down? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I wasn't hurt in the upcoming fight. CK takes a cigarette and goes outside where he sees Papa Donuts the tiger, who's smoked with her. 2 silver for the rest of the pack. We discussed tactics for the dragon. We didn't have enough information to be safe, so we went to we would have gone to DeSoto, but he knocked on our door and joined us and led us to the dragon, which was about an hour and a half away.
Come and knock on our door.
The longest hour and a half of our lives.
We sat in the Feywild, having walked there via portal, temporal, time-space stuff. Ended up in the Feywild, and everyone but CK succumbed to some memory loss. CK then heard the loud approach of a creature, which was, of course, the dragon, which had been eating our memories. Initiative began. I could skip most of the details of this fight,
No,
but it was very cute. I can give you a play-by-play.
Please,
We'll
go with the
vetoing
play-by-play.
this.
Initiative begins. Ross fails to cast Reduce. Tony moves on to a mushroom to shoot fire at the dragon. Avalon climbed a tree but misses her
I'm gonna
arrow.
hit the fast forward button. Do it quickly.
You really do.
The dragon
have
spits a
play-by-play
binocular
plans.
Paku. Creature turned invisible, but Avalon still shot with an
Faster!
arrow. Dragon is now stouter and muscly, and having regained some levels, and CK smacked the dragon with a hammer, scoring a critical hit, but resists the buff dragon's skin. The concentration is broken. Paku repaired himself. Skur attacked the dragon 5 times with an echo until it finally exploded in death, killing the echo.
Yeah, there you go.
We killed the dragon. Yay!
That was
We
impressive,
retrieved
actually.
our memories, and Skur saw that his color had begun to return to his fur. He's slowly stopping being discolored gray, drained, and he's growing his reddish-brown fur back. Yay, didn't think that would happen. Clay found a nest of thought strands, which he put into his bag of holding. The dragon stole memories from people all over the Hunted Woods, including
Thanks.
Rocco's memory of his daughter being born.
Mm-hmm.
Avalon found a completely white memory of Seamus yelling at someone. Aelid recognized this as the moment Lyral killed Seamus, brought him back, and it had his alignment changed. CK dwelled upon Rocco's memory, and sensing Clay's distrust, Aelid showed Lyral's memory to Clay. So Clay got a lengthy memory that was a very significant turning point in Lyral's life, where he talked with Seamus and they became very good friends, alignment changed, actually started to hope for the future.
Brothers, lovers,
I called it the Apple
sisters,
monologue.
brothers. Again.
We all turned invisible as we made our way back and passed by a traveling Feywild adventure party. Avalon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Regan.
Yeah, we passed by a Loxodon who looked very sick and sad. We passed a little frog creature with a crossbow who looked like he wanted to be king. A owlin.
It's a very specific look.
It's an obvious look. An owlin who looked too wise to be with the party, but was a valuable asset. And
Our fish boy.
a fish boy.
Our fishy fish boy.
Fish boy.
Don't
Avalon
forget.
and Ross noticed the soul of Rocco's daughter in the brain. Skur mentioned his intention to reveal the secret behind the Donuts Tiger disappearance. That was a minor thing where Skur, having gone through a emotional and empowering day, has decided to try and clear any negative slates, including what potentially might be him going to the head of the Kindred and being like, hi, the recent tiger residents that have taken up housing here. I definitely was involved in their deaths. We ran into Dorothy's team, who have killed the Chimera before we could. Snagged. Dorothy apologized and both made peace, but Aelid felt something was off / Faye about Dorothy. CK took the memory of his daughter, Clara. Don't know why that
Clara.
gave me a problem. Clara.
Yeah.
I don't.
Rocco's
Why did I
daughter,
spell
right?
it Clara?
Yeah.
I spelled
Rocco's
it Clara.
Modern life.
Clara.
CK had these 2 quotes that are very nice to Rocco. I didn't know it was possible to feel the way you feel towards another person. I think you need this back. If I knew someone loved me as much as you loved her, I would want them to have a chance to say goodbye. So she gave him the memory back. He remembered the vision of his daughter being born, which had been eaten by the dragon. And he followed us to a big meeting with DeSoto, Honoril, Serena, who were discussing the options for the future, Serena can potentially restore some of the souls that were trapped in the dragon to life, assuming that is what each of those souls wants individually. Our next mission / lesson is to procure as many diamonds as possible, because those are necessary for the resurrection spell. This time, on the Kindred Hunters.
I love that he
First
always
class.
switches. The narrator's interrupting me again. I love that he gets into that deep voice when he gets back to the this time.
This time
Oh,
on Dragon
Hey,
Ball Z.
fun fact on my one-on-one, I learned when that dragon showed up for the first time.
Yeah.
And that
I don't
wasn't
know how
even
much
key
my
plot point.
backstory would come up.
Yeah,
We'll have to
cool.
see.
So- we ended our last session, and you guys were in the tent. They have basically said, Serena has said, it will be part of your next lesson. I believe Aelid will be speaking to you about the things that you will be doing. You have a choice as to where you will be going to search. A little bit more information for you. You will be going for a month to a different plane to search for these diamonds to accomplish your mission. During this time, you will not have the assistance of the hunters. This lesson is to let you establish yourselves as adventurers of your own power. Does that make sense? Are there any issues, concern, things along those
I
lines?
have a question about these diamonds. Are
course.
we procuring these diamonds from a place inhabited by someone else, or do these diamonds belong to
it
anyone
is-
in particular, or are
It
they
is not so
free
much
reign
that
diamonds?
that is not really something we know. As much as we know, it is that there is a high concentration of the same sort of material that makes up diamonds present in this world or in each of these worlds.
Right. I just want to be sure we're just not
Healing.
stealing another land's resources.
That is
Well, I
very-
mean, I don't know if this is a good idea. I remember hearing somewhere that the plane of Earth, filled with jewels, constantly replenishing them. I don't know if that's a safe spot for us to go, but it could be like that, where, I mean, that whole place is that. It's like trying to steal water
I
from an
think-
ocean.
I think the point of a lesson is not to go to, places that are particularly safe.
I've
Well,
got
I
a
don't
few
believe
ideas
there's air on the plane of Earth.
of where
Yes,
we can
Well,
go.
that sounds like a
Yes,
challenge.
well,
And-
Maybe we can ask
and
for
there's
the
two
diamonds.
people among us who don't need such a thing.
Yes. Aelid will have has a few choices for you all to decide between. Please take the time to review your options. We have decided that if this was the path that you would go down, the other groups would also assist in this effort on separate worlds.
Ooh, I have an idea. If you know what would make this whole stealing thing less of a problem, Stan? If we knew we were stealing from people who deserved it. Is there like some known wealthy opponent who we should...
I do not have any qualms about stealing from bad people.
Well, there are some theories that say that if anyone is able to accumulate that much wealth, their morals have to be compromised.
This feels like
That
we
is
are
very
I
losing.
wouldn't know, I don't have that much.
This feels like we are losing the point of what is being asked here.
We can
I have no issue
reconvene.
stealing from Walmart.
We can reconvene at the cabin, and I will present options to you.
Wonderful.
Hell is Walmart.
Fantasy.
It's a very dangerous place. When you
Walmart?
walk in, the guards greet you with a smile, and as soon as you pass over its border, you are never allowed to leave.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Fedor.
Scott.
They have a bunch of diamonds.
Pay us money. Down with capitalism.
Yes. Now, we will preserve this this specimen. You all have some preparations to do. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Why?
Should-
Why are my
Sorry,
headphones?
were we not supposed to be dismissed?
Till
One-
next
one
time,
sec,
Serena.
Sorry,
And we'll say with a smile, knowing it'll probably get on her nerves.
my headphones keep
Smile and a
sounding
wink.
like you guys are super far away. Can you talk for me,
Skur
please?
will.
There we go.
Can Skur roll to impress by being like peace out and create an echo behind him and going
Yeah, roll a performance check.
yes.
Oh, skirt.
Performance is -2. That's an 11.
An 11. You
Peace out.
you make the echo, and as
Now there's like a 6-second delay each time to make
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and then it's wait for it. Because I can't do it all in one turn.
they're like, okay.
Peace out.
I was impressed. I
Uh,
was impressed, Scott. I was very impressed.
They were very politely nodding to your efforts, Skur.
In one stone.
Yeah. As you guys, well, actually, let me ask, where are you guys headed to next?
Well, I feel
Cabin.
awake as hell. I'm riding high, so I think we should go ahead and prep unless anyone else needs to sleep.
Well, we have to figure out where we're going to go so we know how to prep.
Yeah.
On
Is
the
that a
way
library thing? Do we research a
out
plane?
to the cottage for our discussion, I would like to keep my eye out to see if I spot Estelle.
Yeah, I'll say roll a perception check. Perception check.
Oh, that's so bad. With a natural 1 for a 6.
Yeah, she's not around, bruh.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. It's not a natural meet cute situation.
I imagine
you see them, but then they flip you off and run away before you can say anything.
Oh, hey, Estelle.
I imagine I've not seen Naya in a while. But
You
if I
have
happen
not.
to see her, rather than look for her, if I
Thanks,
happen
guys.
to see her, I would engage.
Absolutely. You roll a perception check for me, please.
We're rolling the green dice because symbolism and significance.
I have the same green dice.
You also have
Perception.
inspiration. Thank you, Scott.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Perception?
Teddy just landed, so it'll probably be like an hour before he gets here. So he'll probably be here after break.
17 on perception.
17.
Thank you for the wild
Yeah.
magic surge, Taco Master.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And
Oh,
there's
no,
a
wow.
significant meeting about to happen.
Well, sorry, Trev. This is how it has to be.
It's how it must be. Damn it, fate.
Dorothy shows up and shoots you.
That is
You.
70, that is a 78.
Oh no. What does this mean?
I'm scared.
Wild magic surge.
Fedor, each
I
time
should
you
really
say something,
have
no, wait,
this
God,
that's
to
thing
increase the
running.
Mathrox cost on those. No, honestly, I think that this is the perfect amount.
Yeah, that's all right.
Scared.
Anyone
Um,
else's chat saying everything twice?
No.
Nope.
We do have a limit on how long between them.
Why is this only showing
I'm
me
gonna
like
restart my phone.
one like eighth of the page? This document was lovingly created by the GM binder, but it is nothing on it. So screw you. Try again.
That's how much they love
Proudly
you.
presented.
They don't. That is what I have learned. Let me try another page.
I'm gonna grab some water while you decide this.
Unacceptable! Yes, don't worry.
Y'all need to get yourself a good-looking set of green dice. Always applicable for characters.
That's true.
You need to get yourself a life.
Oh!
play D&D all the
Ow.
time. I don't need a life with all these fake ones I'm participating in.
That was a sick burn.
That's a sick boy.
Oh
Oh my god.
my god.
Tom,
Why
are you
is
back?
this- why is this so
Isn't that
hard
the
to
kid's
find?
name?
Yes. That is Tom.
Tom
That's-
shows up and says his first word in forever. That's a sick bird.
That's a sick burn. Oh my god. None of these are wild magic searches. There we go. Jeez.
Skur, you have inspiration.
Inspiration. My Twitch wasn't up.
Okay,
Damn it.
78. That's
Who
not
gave me inspiration?
God.
Scott.
Vador.
I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys.
It's all tacos.
I know where you are, Fedor. You are very accessible to anger.
The one that I rolled was like every spell that you have for the next minute is like a subtle spell from the meta magic thing, and I'm like, that doesn't help anyone or is fun.
Let's race.
Um,
I'm gonna try and find a table that has something interesting.
A more. There we go. That might be more fun. No, don't do that. Give me that. Here we go. And there we are.
You find a table where
It says-
every entry is cast fireball. and
Are
stuff.
you freaking kidding me? It only goes up to 74 on this one? That's stupid.
We'll just choose 73.
All right. Cool. Skur. Please roll a charisma saving throw.
Guys, that's my best one. -2.
Oh my god.
At inspiration.
At inspiration.
We're twinsies. Mine is also -2.
That's a 6.
It's a 6.
I have a
You
COO.
you see Naya walking down the road, and she, just as she's like turning to look at you, you go no, and then you feel yourself shifting, and you are now a sheep for the next hour. She passes by. You all know Naya. She's a Fearbolg druid that is part of the hunters. She goes, I'm sorry, have you all seen Skur anywhere? I thought he was in your party.
Here is the sheep.
Skur is making no attempt to either hide himself or to stand out. He's just.
She
You would
feel like
notice a
she-
very sheepish look on his face.
oh, that was terrible.
Pearl would be like running circles around sheep skirt, like so excited that there's another critter.
There are so many critters. What are you talking about?
So many critters.
Jesus.
Me.
Yes. So she looks down at you, Skur. She gets down on one knee and she looks at you. She just hugs you.
Me.
She just sits there and just hugs you.
There's a little tip wax.
Oh. Yeah, very much
Sheep
lean into
tails.
that in the animal way of just.
The rest of you notice this hug is very long. She doesn't seem like she plans on ending this hug anytime soon.
We just came out of the Feywild. I'm not gonna ask questions.
Yeah. No.
Is Naya a student or one of the like full hunters?
She's a full hunter.
Okay.
Can I do an
Sorry.
insight check? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
That is a
It's none of your
15.
fucking business is what it is. Damn. Sorry, what?
That's a 15.
I imagine while turned
15.
into the sheep, I do not have any of my features.
This is
I can't create echo sheep.
Yeah, a gray, like
That would be
a gray
fantastic.
sheep.
Skur. You notice this, but you can't really do anything about it. Ross, you also notice this. While this is a very tender, loving hug, and like the emotion is there as like a loving hug, she is currently choking him out.
Oh.
A few
Skirt's
seconds.
not attempting to cry out. Just
Should we
And
be
she's-
watching this? This feels like a lot of. This feels
Can I
very
like
intimate.
kick her? Can I like kick her over, like in the shoulder? Just like Avalon's just gonna like walk up and try and just kick her over.
You can try. Roll an athletics check. It'll be contested.
I came back at the right. No.
And I get
At 19.
Welcome to the stream.
cool. She rolled a 23. You try to kick her over, and she just it's like kicking a wall. She does not move. And a few seconds pass, and then Skirt turns back into a bugbear and she releases.
She was dropping a set point, so he changed back.
oh,
Why was he turned into a sheep in the first place? What
Skirt
was that?
will
I
immediately,
assume
without
it
saying
had to
anything,
do
give
with
her
the
a proper.
You know
Feywild.
what? Feywild, not asking questions. Back to the
Probably some
cottage.
residuals from the Feywild. How are you doing,
What just
Skirt?
happened?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm very good. It was nice to see you. It is nice
How
to
long
see
has
you.
it been?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe for me, probably about a year or so.
You've not gotten a lot older due to time stuff, have you?
No, well, I don't really
That
age
happened
very.
the first time.
No, I don't really age very much now because I'm grown up. But yeah, it's I think it's probably been a year since I saw you at the party.
Too long.
not old, are
Give
you?
her a nice second good hug.
Hey, hobo cat.
The party for you guys was like 3 days ago.
Oh.
Have you all met
In the
Naya?
current like timeline of the.
Oh, because they took the
whatever.
detour through the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skir will,
So this was like the welcome party.
Mhm.
Skir
Oh,
will end the
yeah.
hug and turn to the group. Have you all met Naya?
Hello, everyone.
No, hello.
This is Naya, very good friend of mine.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Naya, this
see.
is Aelid. You might know all these people,
I'm-
but
Can
familiar
I
with
can
him.
I insight check his like very good friend?
Mhm.
Like if that is doing any extra heavy lifting.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
16. I mean, like,
who are you checking, her or me?
You.
Me.
yeah, roll whatever charisma-based check you want, and yeah, you know.
Rather than roll, that's good and perceptive. You can tell that this is a good, strong relationship. It does not seem to have immediate romantic
Mhm.
definition, but there is a deeper than just acquaintance thing.
Mhm.
This isn't just your college friend that you're meeting again.
Yeah, I mean, who has those?
I don't have those.
Oh, friends.
I have a high school friend who I also went to college with and now play D&D with.
Crazy.
H.
Yeah, what? Both of you.
Anyway, yeah,
Have you all met her? Or have
Uh,
you met all of them?
Miss Aelid, it is nice to see you. I know it's been quite some time. She seems probably hard to tell because she is a Firbolg and they live for a long time, but she looks about 23, 24, but that couldn't really mean anything. She's adolescent, young adult age for Firbolg.
She actually, Skir will say this to the group. She actually, Naya here, is the one who rescued me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was simply returning a favor, but
Hardly.
well,
I mean, you're that much better
I-
for it.
If
You
you
did her
if you
a
want to
favor?
define it like that, I mean, you paid me. I did not return the favor, and then you still came back.
well, when you look at it like that, yes, you do still owe me.
Of course. Always will.
What do
What
you
are you up to? We are
What do you
likely
owe
about to go out on a plane jumping mission. Probably will be out again for a month, I think.
So
Seamus said.
I actually I am
getting ready to work with one of the other groups on one of their journeys. I've been told they're looking for diamonds, so I'm helping them.
Same. So are we.
Know of any
Right.
good deposits anywhere
Well,
that belong to some ne'er-do-wells who deserve a good ass kicking?
yes, but no places that I think you would particularly like to go, Skr.
He'll raise an eyebrow at that.
She gives you a knowing look of like, you know where.
Oh, eyebrow will drop, as will his expression.
Mhm.
Well,
I don't think we will be going there, as that's tricky.
never saw many diamonds there.
No, things are a bit under wraps there, as you know. They tend to keep things out of the eyes of.
Have you been there
General people.
since?
I had to case the place quite a few times prior to rescuing you. So I've seen quite a bit of what they have, but it's a bit difficult. You understand?
Of course. Well, let me know if
It was wonderful to meet you all. Yes, Miss
Naya,
Amy.
if you happen to run into Estelle, could you let her know I'd like a quick word before we all leave?
Oh, of course, of course. Is audio? Did audio cut out, Fred?
Yeah, I was
I
trying
can
to.
hear it.
I was trying to fix something. Yeah, it was off for like a
James,
second.
James, I have to ask you. Please stop kicking your computer.
I
It's
didn't
not
kick
good
the
for your
computer. I was just trying to fix something.
It's
There's
not good for your
like
computer.
according to
Second
my, okay. You guys in chat, tell me. Is there a small like, is there a small like crackle when I'm not talking coming from my microphone?
No, but there's a ring when you talk.
There is.
Like a very high pitched, but only when you're actively talking.
There is a ring when I talk.
Yeah,
Interesting.
just slightly. It's not terrible though.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We're just basic D&Ders on the YouTubes or whatever. We don't have to be perfect. Anyway,
I need a new microphone probably. Anyway.
it was wonderful to see you.
of course, and you as well, Skr. I think it would be nice to get a drink when we're both back.
Absolutely. Wait 1 second. Skir's going to tear through, like, going to crouch down and look through his inventory real quick.
Oh, okay.
He's going to pause the game and open his inventory.
Don't.
You have 87 slots.
Dang, I've. Ooh. Wait, is that crystal or ticket? He clearly is disappointed with what he finds, but he pulls out a fake cantaloupe.
Hey.
I forget what this is from. I think
Oh
I
my
got
Wait, was that
this
from the
goodness.
basketball game?
That's from. You play the sport. You play cantaloupe hoops or whatever the hell we
Yes.
called it.
Mm-hmm. And I insisted on having this be in my inventory. So
Oh my goodness.
if you want to take this,
I
I'm
would
afraid I
love
don't have anything cooler.
Where was he keeping that?
My
Shut
inventory.
his inventory.
I
Do
have
you
a
not have
knapsack.
Do you
I
not have
ju-
an inventory?
I just paused the game and searched through my inventory. Just
I
a
have
reminder,
crowbar,
how
a
many
pittance,
diamonds
some
do we
rope,
need?
Tinderbox.
Yes.
You don't need any of those.
As many as we
James,
can find.
I have
yes.
one.
That's so
Not enough.
you have
I think
you
we need
have
one per
one
soul.
that is worth 300 gold pieces that you would be able to use for Revivify.
It's actually worth 5,000.
Shut up. You have enough for whatever 5,000 gold pieces is. You are talking about using True Resurrection on a good number of people, which I think that's like diamonds worth 25,000 gold pieces per spell. So, shut up, go on the quest, do what I tell you. But in a more dramatic DM way of saying things,
Yes. Naya looks at you. Ayla says, "Yes, I'll be sure to let Estelle know. Thank you, Skur, again for the sports ball.
You're welcome. I wish my notes told me what it was from. I'm sad. My
If
note taking has failed me.
I think it had to do something with a type of thing that you guys didn't mean to happen, but it was a bit, and then it came
Mhm.
together. And
It says, after fake cantaloupe, it says NCHA, which I think
Yes.
means National Cantaloupe something something.
yes, the National Cantaloupe Hoop Association.
There we go.
This is simple logic. Everyone knows the
It is simple
National
logic.
Cantaloupe Hoop Association.
Well, I don't know
Anyway.
if you want this. I would
I
like
will-
to
I will
give you
take it.
something.
One second. And she reaches down and just plucks out of the ground another green rose and hands it to you.
He will immediately find some tuft of fur above his ear and put it in there. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Well, I am going to take this and I will practice with it, and maybe we'll have a game of cantaloupe hoop when we get back.
While we're drunk.
While we're drunk. Yes, yes. While we're drunk.
Does anyone else here play cantaloupe?
I'd like to learn.
We're gonna learn.
Everyone would like sport.
Yes. As
And
she
I
takes it-
definitely know the rules, but I want to see if Naya knows so she can.
Skur, I want you to roll an insight check.
He's actually evil. That is a 18.
An 18. As she takes the cantaloupe hoop from you, her hand lingers just a little bit longer, and she takes it. Well, goodbye, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Aelid, again, wonderful to see you as always. And she makes her way off into.
Did any of the rest of us pick up on that?
Sure.
You all
anybody
see that
has-
Skur has a
Not
rather
paying attention.
dopey grin on his face.
Anyone
Doing a
with a passive perception above 16.
Dang it, just under.
Not me.
So I got it.
Oh,
Yeah. So, Ross, you saw that shit.
just under. What was it?
Six-
Sorry.
If you have 16 or above, you're good.
And I'm sorry,
It's
what am
okay,
I
know what a
noticing
green
again?
rose means.
What was that?
I'm sorry, what am I noticing again different than the whole conversation?
That her hand lingered slightly on Skur's when she took the cantaloupe ball.
Ah.
Well,
Yeah,
it seems
she
like everybody's finding love except me and Avalon. That's great.
Skur goes. You notice
I
that
don't
Skur
have any
has
love,
turned
Ross.
whitish again.
James,
I don't know.
as you say those words, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
Me?
No, James.
Um,
I'm being wooed
I
from,
don't
from all
have anyone's
directions.
Can I not roll this? Why is it not
I have a
working?
new heart and no love. I love you guys.
I love you.
Skur will hug you. I love
me.
you.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll this. Why is it not rolling? I don't like this. Okay, give me 1 second.
Bro, you gotta get those physical ties back.
Those
It's
fizz
been a life.
I get it. H is about 6 minutes out, everybody. 6 minutes.
16.
16. You get the. It's not uncontrollable urge, but it is a mighty powerful urge to read the Rock of Gibraltar. That
Oh.
book you stole.
Well, I can read and walk at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it out and start reading.
Yeah.
I
You-
cannot do that.
You just. The way that they describe Gustavo and his magical flowing mane and his wonderful jawline and his very, very luscious voice. It makes something feel like it's beating inside of you again.
I'm just imagining Miles right now, to be honest.
Oh, of course. Miles but a horse.
Miles with a horse.
Miles, can we get a neigh, please?
A very, very. There it is. Thank you.
There it is. Thank you.
That was a very good name.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love.
my
I love
God.
making my friends do weirdly sexual things for not sexual reasons, and vice versa.
I actually practiced my nays yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I have to pick up a kid from school, and on the way to afternoon club, we nayed.
Incredible.
But
Sounds like something a lot more significant.
Yeah, is this something that we should be talking about on stream?
did you whip?
Did we rip?
Did you whip before you?
Oh, no, we didn't. We
Oh,
didn't.
Guys, I just had to go into my inventory and remove fake cantaloupe and CHA from my inventory.
It's unfortunate. Anyway,
Now I won't have it when I need it.
you guys make your way back to the cottage. The door opens up, and the fire, Aelid, as you move in, you get that scent of home. You each,
Ugh, home.
you haven't thought about this too much, but each of you, when you open up the door, the scent that hits you in this place reminds you of home. Whatever that is to you, it reminds you of home. But you enter in, the fireplace lights up, and there's just a little like bubbling eternal stew on the fire.
No, I thought it was
Nice.
an eternal pancake batter.
Shut
A
up.
nice
Same thing.
simmer pot.
What was that, Cat?
A nice simmer pot, which is just like
Exactly.
herbs and spices in a pot.
As
Exactly.
Ross was
Oh,
reading
no
her
way.
book, on the walk back, she was already starting to get a little teary, but she just like as soon as she smells this homey smell, she just kind of breaks down into tears and puts the book away.
I was just gonna kind of like look and then
Yeah,
keep
did
going.
we notice that?
Yes, everyone does.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
ugly
right.
crying.
I place a hand on Ross's shoulder. I ask Ross, "Are you all right?"
I'm just so lonely. I feel
Someone's gonna
so
like quickly
alone.
walk away.
But
Well,
you are
in-
not alone. We are here.
Yeah, but
Lonely in what way?
I'm far from home. I have no one to call. I just don't really feel like, no offense, I just don't really feel like a Vernati with you yet. Like, I just feel like
Ah,
we're not as
Can you
close
remind
as
me of
I'm
what
used
that
to.
is? Because I know I would pick up on that.
Family.
Vernati is like
For
what you'd
simple
call,
terms.
for Selesnians, it's like a family. It's like, yeah, it's the name of like an individual like sect, like a
Yeah.
grove.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what it's like to be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. It'll take time. If you let it, you can feel like home and like family.
Have you been home since
Oh.
coming here the first time?
With that question, I need to reorganize frames. Oh God.
While you're reorganizing frames, I do want to get this little detail out there.
I love your
Bud.
sweater.
It's a great sweater.
Everyone, like
Yes.
Dreamy talk.
Your sweater.
I just want to get this little character moment out.
Yeah, let Dreamy do her thing.
Yeah, as Aelid's sorting through her bag, kind of like when you like take your keys and like phone out and put them out, she is going to notice a metal freesia, like made out of metal, in her bag that she didn't notice before.
Yeah.
And is gonna go set it on the mantle. Smile to herself.
As you pull that out, Clay kind of turns the other way, doesn't even look. Just trying to play it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, James, you were doing frames very quickly. That is.
James, what did
incredible.
Ross say she doesn't feel with us yet? What was the noun she used?
Vernati.
That was a noun? Or
Yes, it was a noun.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, where were we?
Yes. So
So you guys just entered into the house.
Well, Skur asked me a question.
How
Did you
spell that real
ask?
quick? Oh, what I Skur asked. Have you been home since you first came here? To your home plane?
I can't go home.
Why not?
They are no longer my Vernati. I was expelled.
Oh, I see.
For the
So you
sake of
lost.
the whole family.
You're Vernati, and now you have none.
You have
Yes,
not.
thank you for putting it so
You
succinctly,
have
Stan.
none. You're welcome. I thought I was going a different direction. My train of thought just left me there.
Do you need to reboot?
Yes, I'm tired.
What did your Vernati...
And now you have shutting down.
like,
Ding.
what would your Vernati and you do that made you feel at home with them?
Well, similar to the things we're currently doing, but there was also a lot more, well... And she just kind of turns a little red, and more than she usually is. Actually, she wouldn't. She has no blood. She
What
just
did we establish for that? Was it you like ashen off?
uh
Was that when you were perspiring or something?
That was when she was
Fire.
angry.
Like her hair
angry.
burns like a little
Okay, yeah.
redder.
you just get like a sense of smoke. So you get like a little bit of faint like burnt out incense in the air, and she just goes naked stuff.
I think
You
Aelin
and
will
your-
probably blush a little bit.
Skur will too, but it's harder to tell.
That's the
Well, like, in the other corner of the room.
most safe way for me to put that, I
Fucking
suppose.
You
this
and
is
your
now a-
family?
Well, they're not my actual family. They're more like a commune. They're Vernati.
Oh, I see.
Like family in the same way that, like, you know, a group of lovers or a group of friends are a family.
I see.
A group of loving friends.
I don't know who my parents were. A lot of basically everybody were somewhat raised me.
Well, Ross,
Skur-
I have no desire to get naked with you, but I do have a desire to be your friend.
I appreciate
And
that,
maybe
and I would
someday
not.
your family.
And don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think I'd want to get naked with any of you either.
Skur's kind of trying to meet her gaze, but now with this like blushing energy is not always successful. And he will bring up, is that closeness something that you feel you are in need of?
She kind of like clutches the Rock of Gibraltar close to her chest and just goes, there are things that are needs and there are things that are needs. Do you know what I mean?
There's a...
I do not.
I'm really uncomfortable with this conversation. Can we move on?
Is
We can
there are
move
things
on.
that are wants and there are things that are needs.
No, they're both needs.
I don't know how. I won't speak for anyone but myself. I don't know if some of those needs can be met by us, but there might be. And he like continues to turn like a darker gray around his cheeks. There might be ways on this plane or the one we are going to that you could have that closeness. I don't think I'm getting anywhere good with this, but
Oh,
we
I
need to
get it.
get you comfortable.
What Ross needs
Aelin
is
will-
a wingman.
Not exactly, Stan.
Aelid will grow Ross a Lily of the Valley, which means return to happiness. Especially as your teacher, I cannot help with certain things. But family I can speak to. Not all of us here have returned to home for a long time, if ever. But family is who you're with and not always where you are.
Thank you.
And families grow and evolve.
It's just when you live your entire life with a group of people, and then all of them look at you and mutually agree that you can't be with them anymore, it hurts, you know? Because of something that you did for good reasons, with the intent to make them happy, make them safe, and make everyone safe. But then at the end of the day, it was something that just isolated you.
And there are some that you think you will get to spend a lifetime with, that, like you said, for the good, for the betterment of others, have to leave, and you have to let them go, no matter how much you want them to stay. And they don't always come back, but sometimes fate is kind.
Sometimes, but not often. Anyway, where are we going? What are we doing? And
Yeah,
she stuffs the Rock of Gibraltar away.
Yep. As you put it away, in your mind you hear in Miles's sultry voice.
Oh
in your
gosh, Ross
head.
is a horse girl.
Anyway.
The scent of incense is getting worse.
I think your volume was a bit low, H.
Oh, sorry. Is this better?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn you up on my end.
Wait. I might be connected to the wrong microphone. Yeah, no, sorry. Is this better?
That is better.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Can I get a, where are we? Questions. Did we get a long rest? What are we doing?
All we have done is walked back to Aelid's cottage. As all of you entered, you were hit with whatever home smells like to you. And we're about to hear Aelid give options of where we can go for our mission. Because you did hear that it will be a month long. You will have no other guidance from the Kindred other than Aelid being there with you. And you've also got to find diamonds to help with the removal from the brain process.
And the two little party things that have happened since then is we've met a Furbolg woman named Naya, who is a significant person to Skur, gave him a green rose, lingering hand touch, and Ross has needs and a desire to be at
got
something.
If I may, she's got to bust a nut.
Yeah.
I was also about to say that she misses what her Verdani offered her as a family unit, but that as well.
It's not just hanky panky. That's the one thing you can't give her.
Amongst many attributes that a Vernani can give you, the primary function being many nuts being busted.
It's not
primary
the primary
function.
function, but yes, sure.
okay.
Let's go.
We must achieve the primary function.
It's a commune. She's just commenting on the fact that she likes you guys, but she grew up with a group of people that she can no longer be with. And that she misses them. And the current thing she's most missing are certain needs. And it's because of a book that she's currently reading.
Spicy book.
Spicy.
I see.
Alrighty. So, Aelid.
No, we've not taken a long rest. We are straight back from the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Aelid will turn to Avalon and say, Avalon, did you know that the first time I saw the ocean, I was completely terrified?
Really?
I think yeah, Ross knows what it's like to grow up in a sprawling city. You're surrounded always by people, by buildings, by things. And the ocean just felt so open and empty and isolating and vulnerable. And it took time to find the nature there and appreciate it.
Avalon's gonna get kind of like this far away look in her eye. She just kind of thinks about the ocean.
Music plays in the background.
Is this the same room or a different room?
No.
This is all the same room. We're kind of gathered around the
room, yeah.
fireplace.
Avalon just
I
kind of.
wasn't
There
sure
is
if you
one
backed
room.
out of that conversation or just backed away.
She just backed away.
Do we have options, Aelid?
That's what I was leading to. I still won't say the ocean's my favorite place, but I do think that Kelvinair could be an option for where we go.
And Avalon just
What?
pales.
Yeah, Kevel Nair, by the way.
Kelvinair. You've
Can you
spelled it
spell
weird,
that?
okay?
Kevelnaire.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the color just instantly drains from Avalon's face, and that faraway look like quickly snaps back to reality. Like she is.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, go for it.
Her knuckles are like turning a little white.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's cocked.
Dreamy, how big is that D20?
It's just a regular one.
It sounds thick.
Now, I do have an oversized one that I sometimes use for Aelid that is a chunker. I'll get it out of break.
Chunky girl.
That's only a 10. I'm rolling real bad tonight. I'm gonna
10.
get a different D20.
As much as you can tell,
The chunk one.
Avalon at the mention of this seems to have gone into fight mode.
Skur's never been there, right? Like that was
No.
never a place where
Can't
they
say for
trained.
No, you've never been there.
Okay,
You've been to other water-based worlds.
but he's familiar with it, right?
Uh,
You've mentioned
yeah.
it, Avalon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think Avalon to Skur would have mentioned it, but not
Mhm.
in great detail. Whoa, that's a
Ooh.
big dice.
Chunk
It's a
boy.
bigger one.
That's
That
a
is a
dire
chunker.
dice.
What is Kevel Knight? What is
Kevel
where is
Nair.
this?
Kelvinair.
I think
My-
we're discussing places to go and look for diamonds.
Right,
I
but
think.
like, what is it?
Oh,
Why does this place have? Oh,
yeah, it's my planet, actually. Ugh. And Evelyn's like rubbing her knees, like she's like obviously very nervous at this point.
Mhm.
Ah,
Why
seems
there?
to make you uncomfortable.
Unfinished business. Back home.
Oh,
oh.
Ominous.
Skur like gets a little smirk and is like, opportunity to finish it.
She is very pale thinking about that.
So
It's not the only
opportunities
choice.
to avoid it.
Would it be, Avalon, is this a type of unfinished business that having 5 or 6 capable friends to back you up and kick some ass would fix?
Probably. It. I mean, going for a month is probably a good thing. There's a lot of water to search through. A lot of it's a lot of islands. Kabalnar.
A lot of diamonds?
I
Looking
would.
at both Avalon and Aelin.
Diamonds. I personally, well, no. Avalon would know there were diamonds, but she wouldn't know exactly where.
Mhm.
Out of character.
Mhm.
You said planet. Is that just like
Yeah, it's
that a-
interchangeable with plane.
Yeah.
okay? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that's like something CK would understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Okay.
Before we decide, I do want to let you know what all you will be graded on.
Oh yeah, it's.
Seeing this as your
Right,
next
it's
exam.
right, it's a
Looks
class.
at the rest of them. What did we score?
I'm pretty sure I have straight A's. Last I checked.
You will be scored on unity with
No
each other.
CK. No CK. Those are Fs.
Not if you.
Oh.
Not if you.
Not if you add a line to the
Not
side.
you add a line.
If it's.
You will be scored on unity with each other, problem-solving skills, how you give yourself to others, and who you were drawn to help.
Rosalind starts crying again.
At the end of the month, I will report back to Seamus, who We'll decide
What
how
was
you
the
want them.
third one? I got Unity Skurs writing this down in a book. He's like, I need to be sure to check all this off. Unity with each other. Problem solving.
Let me consult
we
my
are-
brain.
How you give yourself to others.
How we give ourselves to others. Anyone who looks at the book like sees it's mostly indecipherable scrawls.
Yeah.
Like of his education, he very much grips a pen like
You're
it's
sure?
a very bugbear way of writing. How we get drawn to others?
Who and then who you were drawn to help.
Who we are drawn to help, what was the third one again?
Wait.
I just have written down giving of yourselves.
How we give ourselves.
Selflessness.
Can I have clarification? Is it for who we are drawn to help? Is that like we could help the wrong person, or there's better people to help? I'm confused.
One of the points of the Kindred is to help those who can't help themselves. To help those who are overlooked or forgotten.
So it's just like our desires of who we want to help is. I guess I'm just curious on how to grade that.
You'll have to take that up with Seamus. I merely make notes.
I say that we just do the best we can in all attributes of our lives and hope for the best.
So, we shouldn't help if the person could possibly help themselves.
Depends, I guess.
It's not that, it's more of keeping your eyes open to notice the forgotten ones, the overlooked.
I can
It's easy
just-
to be drawn to power.
I can just.
You have to be
already feel
intentional.
like I'm gonna get all in my head about this, and then there's gonna be like a dog in the middle of the road, and I'm gonna be like, "Help yourself," and then I'm gonna fail, and it's just. There's a lot that's going into this.
I promise the goal is not to trick you.
I'm sure if we just help everyone, we'll cover all of our bases,
Yeah.
right? Except if maybe
need more
they're
than a
bad.
month for that.
Or if we do well on 3 out of 4, that's still a passing grade, so we don't need to get hung up on that.
That is true. C's to get degrees.
I was trying to
Are we
think of
getting
a
a degree?
joke about C's getting degrees, but like Seadred's getting Kindreds or something like that. But I couldn't get there.
Oh boy.
Well, we can get our degree by going to the planet that is full of sea. So, the sea will get us degrees.
Yeah, that's true.
Great C's.
Are you, Ross? Are you cool with like a whole water world? Is that
Yeah, how does that individually? How do each of us react to a watery plane?
Oh,
I've
I'm
been
very
trained
curious
there.
about this, Ben.
I can survive.
It's not.
I'd imagine I rust.
So it is.
I hate water.
Avalon's gonna kind of just like chuckle, and she's like, "Not everyone is on the water, or in the water. It's just, I mean, for me, it's the home plane of water genasi and Triton folk. There is land."
Burr will
Aval-
suddenly
is Avalon per-
excitedly turn to Aelid. Will we get a ship?
Yes, I
Hopefully.
imagine a ship would be helpful.
Ben, how would I react to water? That's a good question.
Uh,
I imagine that the second I touch it, I cast Fog Cloud. But other than that,
Way
yeah,
too
I mean,
OP. Are you what? That's so.
Fog
That's
cloud's
really
such a
good.
good spell.
for the sake of simplicity, I'll say I'm gonna say no to that. Your heat is internal for this
right.
sake.
But my real question is,
don't
would it
open your
kill
mouth.
me to fall in water?
No.
Okay. It probably just makes me really sluggish and sad and feel like I need a coffee.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Right.
Kalama cries at the thought of a water planet.
Oh my god, she would hate everything. Tony maybe not so well in the water, but you're basically a pretty solid skin-based human being thing.
Ah, yes, skin-based. Skin-based.
Mhm, mhm.
Your skin adjacent.
You know those scale-based human beings and the leather-based human beings. They're all different types.
Well,
Um,
well,
I didn't expect this to come up on the stream, but I, H. David, am a leather-based human being.
mhm. That is why I included it. I wanted to make sure you felt represented.
I appreciate that.
Hey,
Yeah.
How would Timothy do in this place?
He would be fine. Like,
Timothy
Timothy
Chalamet
Chalamet.
pointing at the big
Timmy.
golem in the room.
his cheekbones, like you hear as he turns his head to look at you, his cheekbones, like you can hear him cut through, and he just.
You rust.
Oh, I don't think Timothy's coming. He's probably gonna stay back.
Oh, Timothy's not coming?
Well, like he's
See, he's disappointed.
he's been through a lot. You've been through a lot, big guy. You know, like you.
do
I
do
feel
we
like-
really want to be without Timothy Chalamet for a month?
Well,
When we're raiding pirates,
it's a long-
stealing their diamonds. You
I
can
mean,
tell
he could
Skur's,
function
like,
as
getting
a
very
he could
excited.
function as a really good diving suit for anybody who is uncomfortable with water,
Shit.
such
I
as
don't wanna do
myself
that to
and
my
such
boy.
as you.
I don't want to subject him to that stuff. Water's terrible.
Water's fine.
It's really quite nice.
Well,
I think I will be okay.
It just
and
makes
tell
me
you what,
tired.
Timothy will be okay as well.
Timothy, we love you. I love everyone that we all have a good connection with Timothy. He and I are gonna work this out. So, just, I promise I'm gonna make the decision that's best for both of you. Timothy,
All right.
what are your thoughts? You want to come? You're a super heavy robot. You're a super heavy robot that we could potentially be in the middle of the ocean. And if you get to the bottom of the ocean, I'm nervous that you'll sink and you'll crush like a tin can.
Hey,
I'm just.
Clay,
I'm
can you-
scared.
If we get on a
Put
ship, we
floaties
can
on
leave him on land. There, like Avalon did say, there is land there.
Can
If
he
we're nervous
go
about that.
Clay's Forge?
Can you build
Clay-
floaties for him, Clay?
Clay's Forge does not connect when you are outside of the plane. You can only
Okay.
portal to it.
Good night,
when he's
Vix.
Can he-
inside of it.
Can he go in Clay's bag of holding?
No.
I don't think
He's
the
a big
opening to
boy.
the bag of holding is big enough
He's a big-
for Timmy.
Timothy cannot swim.
But we can cast Reduce on him and put him in there.
Yes, but then you won't be able to get him out when the spell ends.
Don't need. Well,
Time does not stop in there. You still have to concentrate on the spell.
I'm okay
If it
with whatever
ends-
anyone decides.
Right,
I
but
have to use the bathroom, and then Ross takes out the Rock of Gibraltar and goes to the bathroom, as I am going to go to the bathroom.
For the same reason?
I don't want to know.
Yes, yes,
we see
actually.
James
Oh.
pick up a horse book and walk.
Innocence, innocence.
It's just a book that says horse cocks and you.
Oh no.
you.
Everybody horse.
Everybody horse.
Horses all the way down.
Hate all of you.
Oh, this is bad. Teddy
Timothy-
should be
We don't want to
here
pressure
soon.
you, CK. I just think
I have the
I mean,
ebook.
if I don't want to pressure you,
Oh,
CK,
on
or you,
Kindle.
Timothy. I just think, having fought pirates in the past, the idea of being on a big ship and kicking the shit out of pirates with Timothy here seems like
Okay.
a great time, and
Let
we
me-
can also be treasure hunting on the land. He just
gotta
probably
try
would need to be in a boat at some point.
I gotta try something. And if this works, then he can come. I reach into my bag that I assume I have and
Mhm.
pull out do we have markers here?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah,
Okay.
fancy markers.
Pull out a big black marker
Mm-hmm.
and I do my best to draw a really badass eye patch on him and a few scars. But
So
not like permanent marker, like if it's a Crayola.
right,
I'm not
right,
sharp
right.
Erase.
So trying to draw an eye patch on him doesn't really like. It just basically means you've blacked out his eye socket.
But I got the lines too.
Yeah, but still, it looks like you've blacked out his eye
I'm-
socket.
Okay, I rolled a 13 on performance. How does it
Mhm.
look?
Um,
Does he look?
God said it's perfect.
yeah,
And
it's freaking great, man. It's great. Like,
did you roll against me?
yeah, I did. It looks
Okay.
like if you didn't know any better, that's just an eye patch, man.
Oh, he's coming. You guys look at him. He's my beautiful boy.
You know, a good place
he-
for you both to practice, if you
he
were
holds
thinking
up
of the like diving suit method, is the screaming lake.
he holds up a finger and he goes, pulls off his hand, and he looks around and goes, he reaches inside, he pulls out a hook, and just,
My beautiful pirate boy.
Does Timothy Chalamet now have a hook hand?
mhm,
And an
And an
eye
eye patch.
and a Crayola eye patch. I love how fast you did that.
I was on it. The second CK brought out a marker, I was like, I have to draw.
I saw the spark of inspiration.
See,
As you say, yes,
coming.
you see him like his emotionless face because it doesn't like change features, but he goes,
He's excited.
Rosalind returns. So what are we doing?
well, Aelid,
See, Timothy's
Mhm.
coming.
Wonderful.
I think it would you would be remiss not to talk about the other options on the table, though.
I can't pronounce all the other options, but
That's
I
a
have
good
a list
start.
right here of them. So
You
you
have a high running
say,
first
good
option.
because some of them are just vowels smushed together.
Yes. Say the ones you can say first.
The High Forest,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ah,
You guys would know is in the land of Faerun.
Leon,
Leon is the country that Clay was talking about specifically, the one that his country is at war with.
I say we steer clear of that.
there is Arakatau.
Arakatau.
Arakatau. And then I think it's Skurs that I can't pronounce.
The Obsidian Empire is the other one.
You also gave me the fancy name.
The
Yeah.
Doeb.
Sadoab.
Aelgada?
So, yes. Skur, you recognize Arakatau and Sadoab. Leon, you guys know because Clay mentioned it. The High Forest, you guys would know just from general studies, is a large forest in the land of Faerun. And then Kevelnir is the place that was presented for Avalon. So,
Skur, you see, has stopped grinning and says, brief input. Arakatau, I don't think is a good option at all. I've been there before. Lots of blood and zombies and nightmares. Did not see any diamonds. Doesn't mean they aren't there, but does not. It seems like it would be more than a fun romp treasure hunt to go there. I'd
my.
be definitely open to other opinions, but I have been there before. Nearly died.
Maybe we go there and spend a week there as opposed to a month.
I was there for about 2 hours.
I trust Skur on this one.
Yeah.
If Skur almost died,
not
I
a fun 2 hours, was it?
don't.
So it sounds
I am
like
more interested in a
I also went there
swashbuckling
with
adventure.
4 or 5 other people who did all die.
listen.
Oh.
He is. I'm flexible, as everyone knows. But I just went through the hard labor of turning my sweet, beautiful boy into a pirate prince. So
It was really
It
hard
took
labor.
long.
It took about 1 minute.
it took a long time for me to build up something to get excited about with the idea of being on water. So if we change that, I'm just gonna need to reset.
Well, that's all permanent marker, right?
Oh no! And she holds up.
No,
this-
It's dry erase.
Okay.
it's all permanent marker, right? You can't undo it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
We can't undo it.
Wink.
What's
Wait.
done is done.
I'm down
watch
for
as,
Waterworld.
Timothy actually like takes the hook and like pretends to pull the eye patch off and go, but the eye doesn't blink, so it's just
He doesn't have eyelids.
In all
Timothy
seriousness, I do
Stan.
not want to railroad this discussion. If other people have inputs or other places,
Can we get
don't let my hype.
Can we get another
suggest one
overview
way
of
or
our
another.
options and like one thing about each place that kind of
yes.
exemplifies it?
I'll give you a simple
Like if it were a Mario world, what would it be called?
right. Oh, well, that puts a lot of.
I can give you 2 of them.
Arcatau is bloody mutants everywhere.
There's also
You know,
an orc there
that nice
who wants
Mario
me
64 episode or world. Leon is pretty much what you guys just came back from in time. That same kind of style of things. The Obsidian Empire is high fantasy, Trevor, would you say? Dwarven run high fantasy?
Yeah.
And then Kevil Nair is
Waterworld.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
I'm mostly attracted to the Waterworld Pirates idea. It also has something to do with one of us. So kill 2 birds with 1 cutlass.
The 2
And
birds
the
killed at one
possibility
time.
of meeting Kevin Costner.
You
a
mean
lot
with
of
1
rapiers.
stone?
It's a
Team 1 stone.
more of a rapier thing.
Oh,
than
that
a
sounds
cutlass.
unpleasant.
I'm from Shadorb as well, so not that there isn't stuff there, but my adolescence there was mostly just in one forest robbing merchants, so it was hardly deep knowledge of the place.
Did you say rubbing merchants?
Robbing.
Oh.
You
No
work
rubbing
so
took place.
hard. I do
No
work
rubbing
so
took
hard.
place between me, my family, or any of the merchants.
We robbed everyone there. The merchants, the farmers, our parents, ourselves. Everyone was rubbed there.
Everyone loves a good rubbin.
Everyone loved.
Mhm. Mary
There's the
rubbing.
rub.
This is very much a
And
day
Ross
where
goes,
we're
"Oh,
talking
That's
so
a
about
very
funny."
that's a very unfortunate accent you have, Scar.
Over
Was the
What?
That's the thing from Phineas and Ferb. Was like,
Rubbin'.
What
there's the
accent?
rub. Right next
This
to
is
the spare
general
ducks.
Midwestern.
Oh, there's rubbin.
I don't have an accent.
So it seems you guys have decided on Kevilnar.
Kevin
That's
then I
Costner.
think it's
our glowing,
best-
not immediate death location.
I think it's best if we all prepare for the sea.
It'd be good to get back to it.
I mean, it sounds like a wonderful idea. Like, we'll have things to kill, treasure to find, and then if we get tired of all that, beach episode. Literal beach episode.
It's a really beautiful place, I would say.
And there's
Every D&D
definitely nothing
campaign-
terrible there.
Totally nothing bad.
Every D&D campaign worth its
Ooh,
salt has a
sea
beach
monsters.
episode.
It's true.
Well,
And then a long-running slow burn romance.
But wait, what?
Which right now seems to be Ross and her horse book,
Mhm.
which I'm into.
I think we're all into it.
Ominous
Anyway.
object toppling in the wake.
So, yes, Ailey, you would know. Basically, the next day or whenever you guys decide to set out, you would go to the main entrance portal for specifically non-emergency based travel. So it's the same place that the Kanku go when they're delivering letters, when people are coming in and out of the plane, things along those lines.
Did we take a long rest?
I mean,
We-
I guess you can.
We can leave in the morning if any of you want to try to buy supplies. I don't know what the merchants will have access to at this point, nor how much you have to spend. but anything water-based might be helpful.
I wonder if Clay's off napping in the other room. I wonder if he'd be able to give us make some stuff for us. I have an idea or two. I'll have to see how busy he is.
He probably will in like the next 15 minutes or so when we come back from break.
Why did my...
I can cast water breathing on the group.
You don't have to cast it on me. I'm okay.
I don't need to breathe.
How many people
Well,
does
I
that
would love
work
some
with?
fins.
I think Avalon at this point would kind of like lean down to Pearl and like give her like some like cheek scritches and be like, "We're going home, Pearl."
Just you get these are a little bit worried clicks.
Yeah. Avalon's gonna give her a little kiss on the forehead.
Her eyes get gigantic. It's like
And
she just loves you.
And like all 8 legs are curled up under.
yeah.
She does that thing that dogs do when they get like slightly embarrassed or they like can't control their butt and they just like and walk away.
Yeah.
Stan, maybe you should go to like a general store or a junk shop or something and look for like 2 little desk fans you can mount to your shoulders, so you can like through the water.
I love that
Is-
idea.
Little propeller.
It is good to know, Aelid, for the water breathing options. For in my past training, obviously, Avalon, you never needed any water protection. Being able to teleport around is very useful both in and out of water. So that can get rid of a lot of that problem. But for the rest of us, what are the needs and what are some solutions we can immediately know of?
If anyone has spells related to wind or water,
I got lots of those, and I'm pretty sure Ayla does too.
I do as well.
it would be helpful to brush up on those. There's some special storms that come around on the water sometimes that are. It's helpful to have some wind to push a ship.
Also
I'm good with
ominous.
storms.
How does this water breathing magic work? Is it like a brief duration? Do you have to think about it?
It lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I don't have to concentrate on it.
But it does cost your firstborn son.
Good thing Laurel can't have kids.
Jokes on you, rebel stilt stick. Baron.
That's when you suddenly start reproducing by budding, and you're like, "What's happening?"
Like
Nightmare.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Exactly like the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Inspiration to Aelin for that. Damn it, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Does it require any? Is it just magic, or is there something like the diamonds that we need for this spell?
No, because I can cast it ritually, so
No, we're good.
I can just cast it.
Yeah, we're just cast.
Excellent.
You can
On
just
how
do
many
that,
at
okay?
once?
10.
Oh, wow.
Jeez Louise.
I think that's probably a good thing to
There's
just
no Louise here.
not to ask you to use a bunch of magic every day, but that sounds like a good thing to
It's
use
only
on
one
all
spell
of
per
us
day.
anyway. So at the very least, if our backup plans work, we aren't like if CK's riding around underwater in Timothy, it breaks and she'll be fine. God's forbid.
I can also
Timothy
cast
looks over at you like,
Water Walk should anyone need it. I
Well,
can...
you'd be fine anyway because no one would actually hurt you. But if someone like broke into you and all the air got out, Timothy.
You could float
pulls
to the
out.
top easily enough.
He pulls out from like one of his compartments. It's this very old, rusted padlock, and he like puts it on the door handle to his chest cavity. He goes,
Love them.
This is gonna be so awesome.
Incredible.
All right. So, is there anything anyone wants to buy? We'll do this quickly.
Sure. Let me see how much money I have.
And I'll need to go update Seamus as to where we're going.
I have 55 gold. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Where do we see
Okay.
where our money is?
Oh, how much does like
I'm
one of
okay.
those big, like those maximum size boxes of
Oh,
cigarettes
I have
cost?
10 gold.
Oh fuck. I really don't want this to be in my Google search, but you know what? I'm just gonna say like 4 gold.
All right. I'm going to get 2 boxes.
You don't want to Google cigarettes? I know what you Googled for kids on bikes.
Yeah, but that's different. That's like I don't want ads to be coming to me about.
Oh, okay, that makes
cigarettes.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm fine with, does
Murder.
kudzu break down bodies, shit like that.
Because,
I mean, what?
There's a lot of good kudzu body decomposing ads out there. Those are
Yeah,
actually really
exactly.
Hard to
Exactly.
have that be very targeted advertising. They're like,
I'm gonna go
finally,
start a
someone
Facebook
spam
business
him."
page just to make one of those ads.
Has this ever happened to you? And it's like the really bad infomercial where the guy's like throwing kudzu onto a dead body. He's like, introducing.
Won't go away. Now the cops are here to take me to prison. Whop, whop.
It's like it goes like black and white and has like the circle with a line through it. Anyway,
Never again.
so what do people want besides cigarettes?
Well, I'd like to ask Clay for something. I could also pay for it, but I'll see if he shows up so as to not spoil it
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Okay, well, I'll.
Depends on how
You know
soon.
what? Here's what we'll do. I'll allow you guys to do your shopping stuff in the morning, which will be after our break. But I will say, is there anything anybody wants to do quickly before they go to sleep?
I'll go ahead and tell Seamus that evening what the
Okay.
plan is. And then again, keep my eyes out for Estelle.
Before
All
night,
right.
before night
Perfect.
falls, I do want to have a conversation with Aelid, but I'd like to wait till after the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can flash back for that. Yeah, I'll say, Aelid, you find Estelle. She is currently working. She's working at her shooting gallery, her target range, and just doing some stupid, over-the-top training.
Some trick
just for her-
shots.
for her own sake. As you enter, do you say anything to her?
And I'll just watch for a minute. I don't want to break her concentration.
Uh,
I would like to check on Dorothy at some point.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go trade my dagger for a rapier.
okay.
I'm
Well,
going home.
remember these things. We'll have to do some of these things after break because that's a lot of things now. You watch as Estelle is actually shooting the arrow, and then she steps through the wrinkle between planes and pops up at the end of the range and actually tries to catch it out of the air. It seems she's been studying with Honoriel in her free time. She takes a few cuts, bruises, and scratches, but she's able to work on it for the most part. She's able to grab onto it. She sees you at the entrance of the range. She says, Mother Aelid, what can I do for you?
You're getting better.
Well,
It's impressive.
It's a process. Is everything all right? You
Just
seem.
wanted to see how you're doing before we all leave.
She's gonna roll an insight check.
What was this character you're talking to?
Estelle,
Estelle. This was
leader
this
of
is-
Dorothy's group.
leader of Dorothy's group, Dorothy's trainer, and the person who recruited Clay. She says, "Okay, well, yes, I think my group is a little nervous, but I think they'll be fine. They are well trained. They have experience working with each other, and the old structured group is having a little bit of issue with the new additions. There seems to be a big disagreement between Marion and Dorothy right now, and
Marion was hoping to go back to her home plane, and Dorothy was less than agreeable about that. So we actually let another of the group decide. But I think it'll be fine. We'll
How is Dorothy doing? I know from my group's end that things did not end very amicably yesterday.
Dorothy,
Or was that today? I don't know where the timeline is.
That was yesterday. Yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was before the dragon fight.
Night before, yeah.
Yes, it was yesterday. No, it was. She has a lot of frustration. Which is in part my fault, as I told her a lot about, where Clayton and I are from, and what he means to his people. So not really being great about being confidential. But I grew up with his father and with his godfather, and it's hard not to talk about yourself when you spend 4 years with someone. So I think it might be my fault that I built him up a little bit too much for her expectations to be crashed down. And especially knowing and not telling her about his personal life, his situation. But why do you ask? Is there anything more that you're wondering about?
I just noticed something odd this morning. I don't think
Odd
it's
in what way?
something decidedly fey.
Well,
I don't think it's cause for great concern yet, but something to keep an eye on.
all right. Well, to reassure you, I mean, we are surrounded by quite a bit of fey energy, and
I mean, that we are.
she did garner her power from a fairy witch, so to speak. So her source of power is somewhat fey to begin with. But I will keep an eye out if it worries you.
Thank you.
Of course. Any particular things that you're worried about?
Just something I noticed in passing.
All right.
But she's your student. You know her better.
Well, she was definitely very gung-ho about the chimera the other day. So I thought that was just, getting frustrations out. Like I said, I will keep an eye on her, and I will report back to you after the month is ended.
You do a good job.
I don't know. This is my first group. You know this. I don't have the energy that I used to.
I know, but you've learned so much. Don't forget, there's a balance in giving a garden freedom to grow and thrive, but also plucking out weeds before they become an issue.
I appreciate the beauty of your words. They're very chosen, just like the flowers. But I don't know. I was always much more for the straightforward, honest approach.
Okay, fine. Her impulsiveness can be a good thing. It's strength to draw on to fight with.
Understood.
But when it becomes an issue, when it becomes impulsiveness over the needs of the group or the needs of those who need help, that's when it becomes an issue.
All right. Well, I will keep that all in mind. Thank you again. And she actually starts to put things away at the range. She seems very contemplative. or contemplative, as some might say. And she calls it a night there, and you make your way back to the cottage.
I would have stopped to talk to Seamus either before or after that.
Yes, that is assumed already.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna say we're gonna go on break, and we'll come back and accomplish these other things that people wanted to do before we do that, and then we'll have Clay with us, and then we'll get to our pirating adventure.
Pirates!
Cool. All right. Well, we will be back at 10:10.
20
10,
minutes.
10. 10, 10,
10:10. No, 10:10 is it is 10 o'clock
10
right
from
now.
now.
So
Oh, I don't know why I looked at 9 o'clock my time. I was like,
Numbers
"Man,
are
that's so long."
hard.
All right.
numbers are hard.
See y'all in a bit. We going to
See.
intermission.
Information.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Alrighty,
We're back.
welcome
Yay.
back to Clickety Clackety. All right, so we now have Teddy, who's
Not for
thank you, Scott. There we go. Alrighty, we now have Teddy. Welcome, Teddy.
Hi.
My earphones are doing the same thing. Who wants to just talk about where we just were a second ago before chat or before break?
Well, Aelid had a combo with Estelle,
Mhm.
gave her a little encouragement and guidance for leading her group.
Mhm.
We've turned Timothy Chalamet into a pirate
We have.
with a hook hand and an eye patch.
To do that.
Okay.
There we go.
We discussed where we're gonna go.
He is.
Okay.
We're gonna
People
be
can go
pirates.
shopping or get supplies for Waterworld. And
Oh
we're
yes,
gonna leave the
night
next
before
day.
we go, we're making preps, making
Yep.
preparations.
So-
okay.
So yes, Ayla did her thing. She went to talk to Seamus and to Estelle. We are going to cut to Mr. Stan. You said you were going to go check on Dorothy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find Dorothy. It takes a little while. She's not in her room. She's wandering around the woods, actually. Just kind of ambling, strolling along. Just has a very pensive look on her face. She hears you approaching. Oh, hi, Stan.
Hello, Dorothy. We haven't spoken in quite some time, and last time I saw you, you seemed not yourself. And before I leave for our next adventure for a month, I thought I'd check in and see how you were.
Not so great, Stan. Not so great.
I know that you and Clay had a falling out, but are there other things ailing you at the moment?
Um, there's a lot. It was a moment of happiness in a lot of uncertainty in my life. I still haven't made it back home after all this time. Um, and what was just a few days or weeks has turned into years, and now I'm a completely different person than when I first got to Oz.
Or have your goals changed for when we do make it back?
Oh, I don't know, Stan. I just don't know. I think
Do you have any desire to go back?
I don't know if I do anymore. But I think that's what I'm more worried about, is that I feel lost, that I'm hunting for a new purpose, and
I will say Oz is not exactly your home.
no.
Have you ever thought about visiting where you are from again?
Scar, I wouldn't even begin to fit in there. I mean, I've killed people, I teleport around, I have magical powers. That's not something that you see in Kansas.
Well, maybe that's something Kansas needs. A hero of some sort. A super hero.
Stan, that is That is very kind of you, but from what I know of my home, um, I would either be used as a weapon or a sideshow.
Hmm. Well, Dorothy, you seem like a person with uh, quite a bit of agency and ownership over who you are. I think if you were to go back to Earth, you would be the person to decide what you will be used for.
Roll a persuasion check.
I am not good at that.
I know.
I am not fast.
That is a 15.
15. That is cocked. Oh, okay. You can see there is a moment where the words that you say really starts to hit home for her. And she seems to be going along with what you say, but then she stops as if, no. And it seems like she's hearing something else, but she's twisting your words in her mind to mean something else. And she goes, you see this pensive face turn to you and give a smile. You know what? You're right, Stan. You're absolutely right. Thank you for being my friend. I very much appreciate the words that you have told me today.
Can I insight check that?
Yep.
Because she.
Go for it. Go for it.
It's a 19.
A 19. Yeah. She's full of shit.
Um, Dorothy, I feel as if you are not being honest with me.
Whatever do you mean, Stan? Do you not trust me as your friend?
It, I feel like there's something you maybe are not telling me.
Am I supposed to tell you everything, Stan?
No, that is your it is your prerogative. Whether it is your prerogative to tell me whatever you want to tell me. You don't need to disclose everything about yourself and your life to me. But I am your friend, and
Yes.
you can trust me.
And I
And
do.
I do only wish the best for you.
And I hope for the very best for you as well, Stan.
Can I inside check?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 16.
A 16. Um Even though there's a lot of like glamour and like muckiness to the words, the intent is real. She does wish the very best for you. But there's like a coating to it that just feels wrong. But the intent is true.
Hmm. Well, Dorothy, I hope you come to find yourself again.
I think I will, Stan. I really think I will.
Hmm.
I don't like
I'm not
any of
sure
this.
how I feel about the. Can I like check if is this Dorothy in there? Is this like all of is this
what are
Dorothy
you gonna do?
talking? Is she,
What are you gonna do?
um I don't know. I don't have any like
Things fishy.
You got people on your team that might be able to help with something like this.
Yeah.
You need.
I'll just make a note of our
Mhm.
conversation here,
Put a
and
pin in
I
it.
will.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Back
I'll
to
put a
that
pin in this.
later.
You'll
and
come
then
back in a
back
month.
to the stream.
Yeah, we'll do.
I'm sure nothing will change in a month.
Hey,
I'm
time
sure
time is
she'll
weird.
stay-
Time is weird.
I'm
Time is
sure
Yeah.
she'll stay human.
Yeah, total. She will be human.
All right.
Ooh,
Well,
man.
She will be
Dorothy-
Q. Man.
Man.
You guys ever seen the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie when they're like looking at each other and there's like the little kid versions of themselves behind their eyes hanging on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan, you could try looking for that if you wanted.
yeah, I look into her eyes, and if I see a an adolescent.
Her inner
a-
child.
Yeah, roll a
Yeah.
perception check.
Wait, I gotta see. Dropped on the floor.
Ah, yeah.
It is. Oh man, that was not good. That was an 8.
8. You look into Dorothy's eyes, and they are a beautiful pale green.
Were they always pale green?
As much as you can remember, yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
hate this. I hate
Wait a
everything
second.
about
You
this.
didn't have eyes.
Dorothy doesn't have
Never had
eyes.
She's blind! She has no eyeballs!
Stan took them.
what happened to your
These
cataracts?
are your eyes.
Well, Dorothy, I bid you adieu.
And you as well. Stan, I hope that you and your party are extremely successful.
Hmm.
Man.
And give my best to play.
Is Dorothy just a mean girl or is she the BBEG? Can't
Both. I don't know.
Could be an Oni.
Yeah.
Could be an Oni. She's an envy demon from Dragon Age.
And please, if you need any help, don't hesitate to ask.
Of course, and you as well, Stan.
I look her in the eyes, very intent. If you need help, just say so.
She gets right up next to your face, puts her hand on your cheek. Thank you, Stan.
And I walk away. I go back.
If you need help.
Stan starts like short circuiting.
The greatest part of
I
this
don't
is that
understand.
the greatest part of this is that she's not reacting to how obviously suspicious Stan is.
I love how her like fake farewells are so over the top. It's oh, I hope you end up so great. I hope that you
So great.
couldn't be happier. I hope that you come back so
Yeah.
fucking rich and that you
And
are
so
all
fucking
richer
alive.
in life for it.
Hope you
Blaze going
get
up harder
everything
against
you
Blaze.
ever wanted. I hope your life turns out perfect, you jerk.
I hope you come back the least maimed.
Mhm.
Of all of them, I hope you die the fastest.
And Stan, if one of you was to die, well, I hope it's not you.
Did you say that?
No, she doesn't.
Oh.
But she didn't
Okay.
say that.
That sounds
Authorities,
canon.
authorities have just been threatened.
Yeah.
Help!
Help!
I
Help!
need an adult.
CK's gonna be like, all right, Stan, we're gonna jump Dorothy now. Like, there's no
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
No one
Scott. I
knows,
hope.
but
I
no,
hope that if you
she-
die,
she
you
did
die
say that
last.
From a game
yeah.
I was just in, someone was trying to get the authorities to show up, so he ran around saying, "Help! I'm injured and committing crimes."
So yes, yeah, it is a little bit over the top. It almost at this point it seems like she's almost saying it in a way that's like, "Cool, thanks, Stan. Leave me the fuck alone."
The
Well,
Without
classic
with
NPC exit.
no,
They
no,
say,
no.
"Get
She
the
isn't.
fuck
She
out."
isn't exiting. She's standing there and standing her ground. I'm making you be the NPC that leaves this time. Aha! I
This is
flipped
my-
the
How the
script.
turntables have turned.
How we spin and
This
spin
is
and
my
spin.
DeSoto's
How the
backyard
turns
that
have
I'm standing
tabled.
on.
How the tables have tabled and table again.
How the turns have turned
So,
and turned
Stan-
and turned.
Stan, what would you like to do? Is there anything you'd like to do about this situation, or are you going to leave her be?
Wait till she
I-
turns and shoot an arrow in her back.
For now, I am going to leave her be, and I'm gonna go back to the cabin and
Okay.
go into sleep mode.
Okay. You do that. Miles, I do have to say, multiple times in the stream tonight, because of like the little gray fabric in the corner of your screen, along with
Yeah.
the blue background, I have thought somebody is just sticking their butt in your
Kicking
face.
their booty at him.
Yeah, like I was like, wow, there's just a big old butt right in your face. That's their shirt,
blue
and then
is
the
the butt
blue is
cheek.
the butt. The blue is the butt cheek.
You got a Pixar mom, but
Yeah. That's my soft light.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, like
So,
Move your hand to the right. Farther.
more,
my right.
more. Nope,
No,
nope.
you were right the first
You
time.
were right the first time.
Oh,
A little bit
Now
farther.
Further.
slowly
Now,
move it.
now, like
Further.
put it
Now
towards the
splay
back.
your hand out.
Yeah. Ah,
There
there it is.
Oh,
Nope, there it is.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. The
Oh,
curve of the blue
yeah.
is the butt.
oh,
There it is.
Yeah,
It's the Pixar
now
mom, but-
pretend like you're
Yeah.
giving a high five to no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Clip it. Everybody, clip that, please.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Avalon, what did you want to do?
We do quality work here.
I do want to get a
Do the
rapier,
important work.
but I also realized I think I want to go find Miriam.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not hard for you to get a rapier. There are plenty at the Coliseum that are just ready and available, so you can grab one. But as we have discussed, the Coliseum is right next to the Screaming Lake.
Of course, yes.
And you see, not in the Screaming Lake yet, but standing on its shore, about to jump in, is Miriam. Oh, hi, Avalon.
I felt like I should let you know. My group is going to Kevelnar.
Good, great. No, I mean it's a great place. I don't. Oh, we discussed you're from there as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, like I understand why we can't go because being royalty, that is like unfair that I would have assistance from governments and that sort of thing. So that I get it, but like
You can't do as much of the stealing.
Howdy, Michael.
yeah, but I mean the other thing is it's not so much that I
I haven't been home. It's that they expect me not to come back until I'm this hero. And so,
That's rough, buddy.
yeah, but I mean, like, going back as like part of the hunters would be like, oh yeah, I have an excuse to be here, and like, I just miss the feel of the ocean. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
100%. Yeah. It's too many trees.
Yeah, like I'm physiologically made to swim, and this is the only body of water that is large enough that is not a bathtub.
Yeah, and there's not enough salt in it.
No, there's not enough salt, so it's like when like certain planes do this thing where like they have a certain drink and then they're like, oh, but we have a diet version. There's not as much stuff in it, but it's like you can taste the difference.
Yeah.
It's not the same, and I just miss my home, you know.
No, yeah. I mean, I do too. It's I don't know, it feels a little weird to be going back.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that you need, I can.
So this is really stupid, but did you ever meet Old Man Delmirev? Because he used to stop by the shore, and he would have these wild looking seashells that I wasn't really allowed to go very far from the palace, so that was like it was like an alien world to me. You know, if you find him, like if you happen upon him, would you mind just getting me a seashell from him?
Think, like, she'll see, like, Avalon, like, light up and just be like, yeah, of course.
I would like that.
I feel like everyone runs into Delmira. That's kind of his.
Yeah.
Like, I would genuinely be surprised if we are there for a month and don't run into Delmirev.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
if you can, I mean, if you know something's happened and you can't get it. I understand, but like that's just that was home, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
It was that feeling of like being able to hear the ocean in the shell, and, like listening to the wind flowing through it. It was just like that. It was just perfect music.
yeah, no, I completely understand. Keep an eye out, for sure.
Yeah. Like I think I'm biased on this one, but I feel like something's been up with Dorothy recently.
Yeah, we ran into her on our way back from Kirby Dragon.
Yeah,
and...
no, yeah, I was there with them, but
Are you in her group?
yeah, I'm in her group.
Be careful, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, something. Like at first I thought she was just upset about Clay.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't know. It smells fishy.
I wish, but
Lol.
all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Fish girls.
Fish girls.
Fish girls. Yeah,
He's the
just
big bad.
Well, I hope you have a good time, I guess.
we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect.
Well, don't die, I guess would be number one.
Yeah, I plan on that one.
Okay.
And it's gonna be weird showing everyone home.
It's a weird place. It's definitely not like anything we've come across.
No, it's not.
Uh,
Just want
well,
some
well.
soup. Just want some gumbo.
Someone said gumbo.
Oh dear God! We got the gumbo fish man.
We expect
Just
to be
picture-
going to like
I just
beautiful open
pictured
seas, and
a
it's just the
man,
swamps of
like-
Louisiana.
It's like a dude, his hands come out of the
Just
water
got-
like this, and he pushes himself up. Someone say gumbo.
So here's the thing that you guys, a good majority of you are missing. In the one shot that I did with Miles and Michael and Regan, it was basically an origin story to Avalon's crew, and so there was a character on the ship who I can't say too much because you will learn as we get a little bit farther into this. But his name was Pierre, and he was a chef on the ship, and he was a turtle man. And
Okay.
yes, so he was something called a Muppet board, thanks to Miles's beautiful mind. So he was a large turtle Muppet chef who had a Cajun accent, who made the soup on the ship and was obsessed with fish.
No, none of
Yes.
this.
Buckle up.
It is
I'd like to-
Oh, yeah.
It is unfortunate that Pierre is dead at the hands of Michael Williams.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Continuing
I'd
on.
like to change my character to
Mhm.
Muppet born anything.
Next character you have, if CK dies, you can be a Muppet born.
As long as you change that statement to when CK dies in the next session, I'm okay with it because I have to be.
It's part of the channel rule that all of these games take place in the same universe,
Mhm.
or rather, same multiverse. So,
Mhm.
Muppet Born are officially a thing.
Yep. So
Thanks
now,
for that, Miles.
Yep.
Here to help.
Also, Muppet Born, they don't like. One thing that we have, and we'll get to this as we get into the world. You don't see their feet.
Right.
Like you just like your brain can't comprehend what's down there. So
Unless you only see their feet, right?
right.
Michael Williams wants you to get into it.
There's, you guys just need to watch the one shot. We need to release it on YouTube. It was a lot of fun.
Is there like some Muppet Borns who have hands like this, but some have hands like this?
Yeah, there was a point that Miles was like, "I'm gonna use acrobatics to climb up there." And I was like, "Yeah, you do that thing that Muppets do, where they don't like actually climb; they just go, and then they pop up somewhere else." So, anyway, let's continue it.
Muppet Born.
Yeah, that's really all Evelyn had to say. So I think
Yeah,
she's-
Muppet Born are wonderful, wonderful creatures, and I love them. But yeah, Marion as well. I think I need a screaming session, so I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Cool.
Okay. Bye.
Catch you later.
Just
All
gonna
right.
turn around and walk away.
And scene.
And
Oh, Avalon made a friend.
just into the water, and you hear the bubbles coming up.
Is that why it's the screaming lake? It's not that it screams, but you go into it
You
to
go to
scream.
Yeah, you go into
Yeah.
it to scream.
That is actually
Yeah.
true.
DK doesn't like water. She doesn't wash her hands, so she's never been near the screaming.
I didn't need to know that last part. I did not need to know that last part.
That's canon. I've already said that.
I lick.
I didn't need you to say it again.
That's me.
I
Walsh.
lick my.
Yeah, and then Ben established that apparently Aelid created the screaming lake thanks to Daxus getting on her ever-loving nerve.
Yeah.
Makes
Oh!
Aelid's like, I mean, Avalon's like, yeah, relatable.
Yeah. No, I don't want to
Anyway,
say anything to access.
Was there anything else that we wanted to accomplish before we went to long rest?
Yeah,
Ross wanted to talk to Aelin.
Cool. That'll be our last thing, and then
And then
we'll
I think
do our long
Skur
rest.
wanted to talk to Clay. Or was that in
I
the morning?
wanted to see if
I
I could go
had two
see
brief
Serena.
things that are like 5
That's
minutes
right.
each. If that.
You know what? That's fine. We'll just do this. We'll never progress the story. Let's just talk forever.
This is
These are great
important, Ben.
story
It's
moments.
important.
Let's just do our RP
Development.
shit.
I'm kidding. Aelid,
We could also
Ross.
be like, and we all become kindred hunters and win. The end.
shut up, Trevor. You two have your stupid scene.
We win D&D.
Everybody
So
wins.
Ross probably finds you probably after you come back from your whole little misadventure. And she just kind of taps you on the shoulder, but you feel the heat before she taps you on the shoulder and you know what's coming. Good evening, Aelid. Can I talk to you about some like interpersonal things between me and some of the other group members?
Of course.
So we kind of dropped this for a while, but Avalon hates me. Like hates me. And I know that like the adult thing would be to go and talk to a person about how much they hate you, but I think she literally hates me so much that she would kill me if I tried. So I'm a little concerned as to how to approach that, because if we are to have unity and if we are to work as a group, I don't know, I'd just like some advice.
Could I ask why you think she hates you?
Oh, because I'm undead.
Right.
I'm pretty certain that's what it is.
Have you asked her about it?
No, like I said, I'm worried she'd kill me if she tried. I did try a little bit in the beginning, but she kind of just said fuck off and walked away. Which is
Oh, that
probably granted based on background
kind of
stuff.
seems to be her MO, so I don't know if I would take that personally.
Fair enough.
But has she ever specifically said she hates you?
She thinks for a second and goes, I don't think so. There's just like a lot of scowls and fuck yous and lots of like glares, and then she goes and hides in a corner. And like or lake and like glowers.
Has she ever tried to harm you?
Not yet.
Has she ever not helped you in a fight?
I think she tried, but then got super mad at me and then like walked away. We've never actually really interacted in a fight all that much.
I don't want this to sound condescending, so you believe she hates you and would be okay with you dying simply based on the fact that you were undead and that she's been grumpy.
Fair enough, but I don't know. I get that she's been grumpy. She's grumpy, and I get that. There's lots of grumpy people, and they're fine, but there's just something else there. I guess my big question is less like, Mom, can you talk to this person? But like more, how do I approach this? How do I approach this? Because I do want to talk to her, but I don't know how to approach that situation without literally cornering her, which would obviously lead to even worse outcomes.
Well, sometimes you do have to confront what's in front of you. Some animals you have to approach carefully and quietly, and some you have to face eye to eye.
Predator
And you have to
approach,
be able
right?
to understand which.
Predator approach, right? Of course.
Teams need trust, but trust is also built over time. It's not instantaneous, and that's difficult when you're putting your life on the line. But also, all you can do is talk to her and ask. You're both adults. All you can do is take her at her word. She says you're all right, and you still don't think so. It's not your job to force it out of her. It's your job to accept what she says. It can be difficult, but you are only responsible for yourself when it comes to communication. Now, in a fight, you are responsible for each other, for the team as a whole, the people that you've been entrusted with. But if you think it needs to be addressed, then that's up to both of you to figure it out, to talk, to be honest with each other. But trust can't be forced.
Of course not.
It can be freely given, even if it feels one-sided at the time. It can be difficult. I wish I knew Avalon well enough to give you some secret to unlocking her.
It's
don't
it's
yet.
not that. Like, the biggest thing is just the first approach, and I guess I just have to do it and hope that she doesn't just say fuck you and walk away.
Ask her about her home. Ask her for advice on where we're going, what to do. Do you know why she hates undead so much?
I don't know if Ross does. I don't know if Avalon ever talked about it.
Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a hurt she's hiding.
I'd assume as much.
I hurt myself today.
All right. Thank you, Aelin. I'm gonna go do what I normally do and just kind of sit. By the way, you were gone for a long time. Like, last night? A couple nights ago?
Last night.
Last night? Yeah, you just kind of gave everybody some tea that put them to sleep. But I don't sleep. So...
I do apologize for trying to push you into a room. It's been a bit since I've been back here and had guests. Just trying to make everyone comfortable, and I realized now I was momming everyone pretty hard. My goal is to be honest with each of you. I left to go see Lyra last night. It's not in a traditional way. He's not here on this plane in a certain sense. But I can go dream walk and talk with him when he's gone.
Why did you feel the need to drug us? You're a free person. You can just go and deal with
I
the
think
things you need to.
Ross would have known that, like, you weren't drugged. Like, it was just literally just like a chamomile
Melatonin.
tea.
Oh, just a chamomile tea.
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
nice
That wasn't the vibe I
chamomile.
got. That wasn't the vibe
She
I got.
offered everyone
Rewind.
shots.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. That wasn't. Yeah.
She looked at you all and said, I have a nice shamamale. I have a shamamale tea.
Shimamala.
What did you call it? Shamamale? It's chamomile. I'm telling everyone. No! I love that video. Anyway, yes. Please continue if you would like.
Sorry, someone was chatting with me. So she doesn't really comment on that. She just asks what that standoffishness was about. She then goes, well, that's very sweet, and I wish you the best in the pursuit of that relationship. However,
It's been going on for 12 years now.
I wish you continued support, and
I wish you the companionship and support and love that you desire.
it doesn't matter what I desire. If it's meant to be, the world soul will tell me. But thank you. And she just kind of smiles, lights a cigarette, and kind of walks off into the woods.
Smokey the bear pokes his head out from around the tree.
You see Seamus actually pokes his head out, and he's wearing a Smokey the Bear hat. It's like,
I'm literally made of fire.
Anyone but you can prevent forest fires.
Anyone but you.
he pokes his head out, he
Okay,
looks
what
at
about-
you,
okay.
he sees that you're smoking, he turns and looks at Aelin, and he goes... Just disappears into the tree.
Like, into the tree. He tree walks.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, what happened before is he literally just climbed up a tree and fell asleep in the branches in a previous session. Skur.
She'll make this quick. Skur goes to find Clay.
Mhm.
Where would Clay be right now?
Probably
Currently,
Probably his forge.
probably to be honest, just sitting in a chair in the forest next to Ayla's house.
There's this great no one pays it, and everyone's
What's Clay up to? Oh, he's just sitting where? In the woods.
In a chair.
what you doing? Just thinking.
Yeah, I have my chair.
This is
sitting.
my thinking chair.
Does he carry a chair?
I
Yeah,
do. I
like
do have
around the
chair.
corner and
One
you're
of those,
looking
like,
my way.
stadium,
It's just
he
like
does-
looking around like, what the fuck with these
But-
things?
Chair of lawns.
He does have a magic item called the Chair of Lawns that he does pull out. He's had it since episode 1.
It is a fancier canvas lawn chair.
That is so funny.
Can be transformed into a cot and back.
Anyway, you find him
Oh,
in
you're
this
here.
thinking chair.
I thought you might be in your forge. Clay, do you have a moment? I have a long-term request, unless it can be short-term.
Yeah, he puts down his like bottle of beer and just sits down. He's like, hold on just one sec, and he's gonna pull out a smaller and shittier chair, but it's still a chair.
Oh,
Skirt.
But skirt.
Thank you. This
Tiny chair.
he'll sit down, but he'll say,
Does he have a TV in front of him where he's watching some sort of, like, game
Static.
about, like...
No, but Skirt,
It's
as
a
you look at
cantaloupe
this,
game.
as you look at this chair, etched into the base of the seat, it says prototype.
Well, Woods taking notes. Skirt says, "Oh, thank you. I really won't be here long, but my suit of plate mail.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could adorn it with something."
What you mean?
He reaches up to his ear and pulls out a green rose that had been sitting there. Could you put a green rose as like a crest or something anywhere on here?
Yeah. Where do you want it?
I was thinking in front, but I don't know if where do most cool symbols usually go? On the arm, front?
Well, you have mine, and as you look at his leather, like armor-ish on his shoulders, like you see like his Calhorian bowl. I'm like, I have my symbols on my shoulders.
Perfect.
I mean, and then on my apron, I have my bowl as well. But
Could I on the right shoulder just like get? And he holds it up for you to see. Something like this.
Yeah, I don't think it should be too much trouble. Hell, I don't think it should take too long. To be frank.
Could it be done tonight? It does not need to be. It's not a timely thing, but
Yeah, with how easily you were able to put that metal flower into Aylin's bag, it
Same.
would take probably like 10 minutes tops.
Yeah, here. Clay's gonna use the little stone to like open the forge, the main forge. Here, step in here real quick.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And Skur will start to. Should I take my plate off or just leave it on?
I would take it off. 'Cause
Uh,
as soon as you step in, you start sweating.
Thank you for the blessing,
Oh,
sir.
jeez. And he's going to. It's obviously it'll take a moment due to mechanics, but he'll like weirdly slip out of his plate mail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Getting naked in the woods.
Clay's gonna take it, and I'm guessing he'll use his magical tinkering to like make a bigger picture or stencil essentially of this flower, and then he's gonna put it in the forge, and then just kind of essentially brand it onto the to the metal, and use mending to kind of like set it.
Ooh,
Yep,
that looks
it is.
perfect.
As this is cosmetic and isn't like part of a mechanic or anything, I will say it is done masterfully. It is.
Like
It-
that.
You have it. You have it like there is the like the trim of the armor usually has like some sort of lining or filigree along it, but in the center there is this construction of a gold rose sticking out right at like between
Green
the
rose?
collarbones. Green rose. Sorry, did I say gold?
You did.
Sorry, green. Green rose right in the right
So
between the
As if it were a medallion.
yeah. Except it's coming out of the armor.
Perfect. Thank you, Clay. I own
Hey,
it.
ain't no problem. Just you know what? You can pay for it by getting me another chair because you turned to look and the prototype chair just shattered after you stood up.
Did it explode after I got up?
No.
It was a fire explosion. There were no combustible parts in the chair, but because it was a faulty construction, because it was the prototype, it did combust in flames.
I need
Yeah.
to get you another chair because certainly I don't know where I'd find one that does
Uh,
that.
I don't know either.
Honestly,
it's
though,
just-
what is with this party and like getting chairs?
I've broken 2 of them.
you,
3 of them now.
you guys are like, can we buy this chair from you? From that guy at the bar is like, you can just borrow it and bring it back. No, we need to buy it.
Actually, Skur, I have a question before we head out. I got a question for you.
Sure.
Yeah, question for you.
If you
Let me tell something to you.
would be so kind, I have an idea for our little
I
group
saw that age.
per se. Because we have Ayla's like house and cottage, right?
Mm.
I'm thinking of possibly making like essentially like a half village circle, each with our own like cottage, essentially.
Ooh.
Each one built to like our own like specifications of what we want. So like for me, I would want like a room, a kitchen, and a forge. That's pretty much all I need. This is kind of like a home base type thing because I'm tired of living in these damn dorms. I'm not gonna lie, y'all smell awful. I smell awful.
I'm sure I do.
We all
I don't
smell
remember the last time
shit.
we slept in the dorms.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time we used them. It seems pretty useless, the dorms. But the houses, though, they can hold shit.
It's
So,
really funny
I'm-
every time we're offered housing, we just completely deny it.
Yeah, fuck house.
Yeah,
Fuck
do you
someone
guys want us
else's
to
house.
get you a house? Fuck you guys, we'll do it ourselves. How the hell do we get a house?
Well, how do we build a house?
That's kind of where I'm in the planning and building like designing phase, and I was gonna ask you if you wanted to throw in like write some down, throw me some things you want.
I don't
in
know if
that
you can
cottage for
understand what I write down, but I can try and
you.
dictate
You
something.
know- Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Sure.
Nah, I should probably grab my chair and go back.
Is this for my assumed place or what I think other people want?
Yeah, so essentially, like Ayla's house is gonna be the center, and then all our houses are like in like a little crescent moon shape, or
Will
a
she
full
want
circle.
Will she want neighbors?
I don't fucking care, to be frank.
Oh,
She's
that
about
was
to-
merely a statement where we could have offered our little neighborhood to include hers, but also we could have
Yeah.
our own little semicircle elsewhere if she didn't want
Well,
people
no, it's
on her lawn.
it's what they call gentrification. We're gentrifying the forest right there.
Oh,
Make the forest a nice.
that's a
nice
word I
little home.
don't understand.
You say this as you guys are coming back through the portal, and like these squirrels are walking by, and like they have like these acorns with them, and they're like looking around for places to hide them. They hear you say this, and they both go,
I don't know what he meant.
call like the Office of Urban Development type thing. You understand? We
What is Clay's alignment again?
Yeah, what is Clay's alignment currently?
What is Clay's alignment? I don't know. Chaotic good.
Yeah, you are gonna go to true neutral as you are dipping towards your lawful evil side with gentrification and urban development in a place that is known for woods and wilds.
Well, we'll put a pin in that in where this place goes up. But what I think I would like, all I really need is a bed. I can fit into any size, but if it's form fitting, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And kind of a display room. I've always really
display room.
lacked a place to put treasures. I've kind of like hid them
That.
due
That
to
sounds-
just upbringing.
So you want a display room and a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
so
could be
basically-
one and the same, but the bigger the crap.
Well, like,
good looking
The
up.
houses are basically like log cabins in the woods in like a giant circle. And
Mm.
like the little middle area, I might like take down 1 or 2 trees, just have a little chair and fireplace area, so we have like a little meeting spot just for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I have to have a third room, just a place to put all this stuff. And he points the huge weapons on his back. Things like that I would store with purposes rather than just leave.
so
it
like
there.
like an ambiance room, like a room for ambiance type shit. All right, heard.
more of where I would have put up my glaive.
I love this, but at the same time, Trevor, what was the other thing you wanted to get accomplished?
Thank you, Clay. I'm going to rush off to the mail room real quick.
Okay. You see Postmaster Funk sitting, just taking notes on people who are passing by and waiting for letters. And
Postmaster Funk?
yeah, that's what
Oh.
Graham called him, and so that's the name now.
Excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah?
it's late.
No, it's
Do you-
fine. I don't do much.
Do you take dictation?
I mean, are you kidding? Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I would like to write a letter, and I am unable to do that in the way that I want.
Oh. Sure. Do you want to learn how to write?
I don't have time for that at the moment, but possibly.
All right. Well, okay. Well, when you want to, come on back. I'll teach you. But yeah. What do you want it to say? He clicks the pen and flips his pages over, and all right. What do you want?
Would you put down
Mm-hmm.
Maya?
Maya?
Naya.
Naya. Okay.
Naya. Sorry, I'm very nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Why are you nervous? You're writing a letter.
You'll know why I'm nervous when you hear what I'm saying.
All right.
Naya, we leave tomorrow morning. Probably won't have a chance to say bye. We'll see you when I get back. The drinks will be on me. And I can't wait to see you afterwards. What is that they say? PS?
Postscript.
Postscript. Postscript.
It's the part of the letter that's after the main part of the letter. It's postscript.
Oh. Postscript. I think you'll like what I put on my armor. I'll show it to you. Skirt.
He looks up and then he sees that you have the green rose on your collar. I don't know why I'm actually writing this down, considering I have this on. Why am I writing this down? Waste of
For
time.
immersion.
Yeah, he finishes taking it all down. He goes, "All right, well, I'll get this sent off, and
Thank you. Do I owe you something for that?
based off of the last interaction we had, don't
Don't worry about it. I was.
Are
I
you
was,
sure?
Yeah, I was in a funk.
Was I there for that?
No, okay. Yeah, you were visibly upset by the things that I said, so I just wanted to.
Oh well, I apologize.
No, it's not a problem. It's not a. I get.
You know what? For whatever misgivings and for certainly what you're offering now, and for
No, I don't. No,
for our
don't-
future
don't counter my
transactions,
generosity with
he's gonna put a-
generosity.
he's
Don't
gonna put
you
a gold down
fucking
on the counter
dare!
and be like, what's that? I'm walking away into the night, and if someone comes across a piece of gold, it belongs to them, as that is their right. And he will walk out the room.
I'm gonna eat your fucking letter.
Year later.
Yeah. You leave and
He actually pops his head back and he's like, will you? Please don't.
take your
I'd
gold. Just we're even. Please,
Do what?
we're even. Don't. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. No, I won't eat your god dang letter.
Thank you.
Yes.
He goes back and goes to sleep.
Kids in love. As you
Sure, actually, as walking back, as a final thing, he actually overheard that last sentence and he reflects upon it.
you can hear as you're leaving, he actually is reciting the letter over and over again in your voice to perfect it.
Oh no, I was very hesitant. That was weird.
But he's doing it mimicry style, but he's actually like perfecting it and taking out the pauses and making it seem very confident and straightforward, as is like part of the service that he provides. So
That's worth a gold.
anyway, CK, did you want to go see Serena?
Yes, I would like that very much.
I appreciate your patience.
That's okay. I have Marvel Snap to keep me company.
Oh no, it's
Are you
infected
not
us.
playing
Oh, my
Survivor
husband
IO
does
anymore?
now.
It's infected us.
Today's episode is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
No, it's not. It's not. We're not sponsored.
Yes.
It may be brought to you by, but not sponsored by. Anyway, what do you want to go see Serena about?
Some drugs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you go back
Oh,
and you
yeah.
see Serena is leaving the tent that you all were in earlier, where you have brought the dragon's brain to. And she closes the door. She goes, "Oh, CK, what can I do for you?"
Hey, I feel like it's been a while. How's it been going?
It's fine. You know, reflecting on life a little bit, but not too much else is going on. Is there something I can do for you? I guess rather, you seem to be in a capacity that is not a teacher-student relationship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I need to like claim to have one of those conversations? Like,
No,
is there a
it's just,
secret code word to?
no. It's just, I'd like to know what I'm dealing with.
Well, I mean, okay. So like, I'm not just here for. I want to be totally upfront. I would like more Milky Way, but that's
Alright.
not like. It's not like all I'm here. I don't want this to be like
Alright.
a.
And
You're my-
why else are you here, CK?
I wanted to talk about it.
About the Milky Way.
Yeah.
All right. What about it? She leads you down a pathway, and there you find that you are actually currently behind the tavern. She opens up a back door that seems to be like sealed into the wall. It's a completely hidden door, but it opens up, leads directly into where the like the casks and wine and everything are being held, and just walks right down, leads you down. Now, what is it that you wanted to talk about?
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure.
but it it definitely connects you to another plane. That's for sure. Most likely the astral plane.
Does it connect? What plane do you connect to?
Oh no, I connect to the astral plane.
Oh, so that's where like that's kind of the bus you always take.
It
It's where it
is,
takes you.
yes, it is. It's called the Milky Way for a reason. It makes you see the stars and everything.
It's badass, by the way.
Oh, of course. I didn't make it. I just use it.
Okay. Well, like so. Can it do anything more? Like, I think I can control it.
It's okay. I have to warn you. There are things that you can see there that are more terrifying than anything you have seen. I promise you. And too much usage of this can, in fact, call attention to you. Now, I understand there are good times, there are bad times. You can learn a lot from being in that state. But there's a time to stop chasing the dragon, so to speak.
Right. Right. I like yeah, it's boundaries are important, but like so here's my experience. So I pull out the little nubbin that I have left.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a few bites taken out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what little is left, there's like a giant thumbprint in it where CK's been just kind of like lipping like not really going full but just like micro dosing almost.
Mm-hmm.
And she shows it and she's like, so this is I think I've gone like all in maybe only 2 or 3 times, but each time it just feels like something new has been revealed to me. And like last time I was in there, I don't know, I just saw this other side of somebody else, but I felt connected to them. Someone who I felt like I was meant to know. And I was reading this book and I pull out the knowledge of the Bastion Moons.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it talks about how we can connect to our other selves. And my thought is maybe if we can learn to connect to our other selves, we can like become those other people, take on their identities whenever we want, so that if we're ever dissatisfied with what our circumstance in life is, or even if we just need to use their skills, we can just bring them out.
Sakara, you're dissatisfied with who you are.
I got one look at a person's life, soul. I don't know. It felt like there was so much more to them than I've ever felt inside of me. The only thing that I ever felt that I created was, I don't know, a big question mark. These other people sound like exclamation points. They're exciting and they're new. And so, I don't know, I just thought they could.
CK, you need to stop. Hanariel. Hanariel can tell you more about this, but this is chasing down this path. It not only will tear you apart, it will not only tear your soul apart, but it will tear apart the lives of every person you see reflected. It is a disease. It is not something that can be so easily taken away.
I mean, I don't assume it to be easy, but I also don't think it's bad. She pulls up a chaos orb in her hand. And it's like this green, undulating pink thing that's just. And she's like, this is like one of the go-tos, right? I throw this at somebody, and I don't know what comes out. And it hurts whoever I want it to hurt. Whatever comes out is helpful. It's a tool. It's not even though you don't understand it and you don't know how to control it, doesn't mean it's bad. And you could try. I'm just wondering, has anyone ever tried?
To control the chaos.
Well, I've tried that and I failed, but I was meaning more like a whole astral plane, other souls that you're connected to. Which, according to the book, it's other lives that we've lived. So they're already me. Right?
That does not entitle you to them.
We could work together.
I am sorry, CK. This is not a path that I can help you down. It would.
So you said Honoreel, right? Honoreel has more insight into this?
Yes, but it is more of a. He would not help you willingly undergo this. This is something that he spent his life fighting.
I mean, I think maybe just understanding it to start might be a good place, and then I mean, you got to understand, I've never had anything like this. I look around at all the people I'm with, and everyone seems special and working towards something. And I just seem to be repeating the same course I always have, falling in line and surrounding myself with odds and ends so that nobody really notices me. So, if this is the thing that I can do to help, I don't know, make a better world or better my own life, I figured it'd be worth a try.
You see that there is a sincere worry on her face, and she is trying to pick her words very carefully. I know what it is like to feel bound, to feel you are not in control. I truly understand. Which is why I cannot knowingly send you down a path that I know will lead only to furthering your bindings, your dependence. I have watched the things that crawl in the dark, CK. I have tried go down the path you have. And what is waiting for you down there? It is savoring every step you take. And it is ready to consume you bit by bit. I cannot knowingly send you down this path. I am sorry, but because I am very glad that you have opened up to me. I really cannot knowingly allow you to continue doing this at my with me holding your hand, I suppose.
Okay, I understand. It's a lot. I've just been thinking about a lot, and I feel like you're the only person I can really talk to about this kind of thing because, like, if anyone else in my group knew how this was going, I don't know. It's also kind of fun for me. It feels like my little area that no one else can really tell me what to do or how to think. So
Well,
I'll drop it. I'll drop it, but
that is fine. But if you are determined to learn about the astral plane and the things that it entails, do not use this method. If you can promise me that you will abide by the things I tell you as we go down this path, I will help you. But you must abide by the things that I tell you. It will be difficult, but you will have to cut the Milky Way cold turkey.
right now,
Right now. And I will assist you if you would like.
see, I'm about to go on like a trip for like a month. So what I was actually here to talk to you about was like how to get a decent supply to like last that month. So because you always told me how like bad the withdrawal stuff was. So like I was just wondering.
Do I have your permission, TK?
I mean, I guess I kind of need to know what you're gonna do.
You won't need the Milky Way anymore. Do I have your permission? This is me asking. I will take you down the path if you listen to what I say.
Okay, hold on. Just I rolled a 19. I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah.
I rolled the dice, but I don't know what I wanted it to mean. All right. She touches your forehead and she casts Greater Restoration on you. You are no longer addicted to Milky Ways.
That's good, I guess.
It's good.
Lol.
Do I want to be drug free?
Well, if anyone struggle with a drug addiction, that's a very real question.
Right. What I want for you to focus on is next month. I will make the proper preparations for us to start this journey, to do it safely, and to avoid being eyed by any larger creatures. During this month, I want you to try your hardest to leave your past behind you. Figure out who CK is moving forward. Try to find the thing that those other lives would be jealous of seeing you. Because I know it exists. And you deserve to have that moment of selfishness. Let yourself feel it.
Okay. Well, guess I'll do my best.
And when you return, we will begin our studies into the astral plane.
Yeah.
She extends a hand to shake yours. I promise you this.
She reaches out and shakes her hand, and when she pulls it back, she palmed the Milky Way that she was holding to
Yeah. Into
Sorry.
the
like not in like a I'm smearing chocolate all over your face.
And then she rubs it on
Ew.
her face.
yeah. But
Put
like
in
giving
like
it
a-
back. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really gross. Like it's
Oh
not-
yeah.
it's like super disgusting.
Oh yeah. She takes
Gross.
and she puts it down on the table. All right.
So there's not going to be any withdrawals or anything. Like you just kind of like I'm good.
It is very high level magic that was used on you.
What level spell is a greater restoration?
I think it's like 5.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Great Restoration is 5th level.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, if you want it to be for flavor reasons a higher level, I could say heal, but you know,
No, it doesn't matter.
sufficient whatever to get rid of your thingamajig.
Well,
Bless you.
I guess I'm gonna go and I don't know, discover who I am or whatever.
I think I know that the grading scale is it feels a little strict, but think of this as your time where you are off the leash. You can still be a pilot. You can still break the rules. Just as long as it's the scales pointing one direction at the end of it all, I think that's fine.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you saying that, but I am fully planning on breaking the rules.
Ah, perfect. I would expect nothing less.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, thanks. And CK is gonna do what is now referred to as an Avalon exit and awkwardly walk away.
I love it. Yeah. You just
Nick
turn
Miller
around
your
and
way out of the
don't even
room.
say goodbye. Just fucking turn around and leave.
All
Hey,
right.
thanks, bye.
Okay, that is everybody. Everybody has done a thing. We have 30 minutes. I can still get us there.
He could still get the ship into harbor.
Actually,
I-
before I'm just kidding.
I can sure you know,
Get
Um,
the ship into port, Captain.
I can noodle arms and everything. Cool. So you all take a long rest.
Don't forget to swap spells if you have that ability.
swap your spells, do your shit. Is there anything you guys want to buy before
Floaties.
floaties? 2 silver.
Done. Easy.
I want to go to Ivan and buy more bombs.
Ooh,
A dry
alright.
suit.
He has stuff prepped for you. He gives you sufficient amount of sass. You get 6 bombs.
and as much saltwater taffy as a gold piece can buy.
That is probably like 10 pounds.
Done.
I want to get just like a little, like a jar. I want to
Just
put
a jar.
I want to
A
put
jar of dirt?
seawater. I want to put seawater in it for Miriam.
Okay. Cool.
What's
Yeah,
the
a jar
best-
is probably going to be like 1 silver.
I also want to buy the materials I would need to make a small launcher of some sorts.
Like a catapult launcher or
Yep.
concussive.
Catapult launcher, so I can throw
Um,
bombs on a ship.
I'm gonna say, given pulley, slings, elastic, all the things, probably adds up to about 7 gold.
Alright, I'm rich as shit. So, yeah.
What is the best container of treasure I can get for 9 gold?
A douche canoe.
I don't know what that is.
It's your mom.
Oh, got him! Oh, suck it, Trevor. All right.
How was your
so-
day, Trevor? They called you a douche canoe in my game last night.
Oh god.
Why
that
do you
was-
play D&D?
Oh
For that.
man. Oh damn. That was. I needed that one.
Man, that was like an alley oop, man. That was.
Oh man, that was great.
Damn.
That one's been sitting there. That one's been waiting since high school, man. Oh god, that
Wait,
was,
why?
we
We've just been
It's-
doing like that our whole lives.
yeah. As far as treasure
Finally.
treasure capacity, you could probably get like a solid like treasure chest for how much were you willing to spend?
I have 9 gold to my name.
9 gold.
I would front skirt some of the gold.
You know, is like if it's iron banded and that kind of stuff, like yeah, you would be able to buy a solid like oh god. I'll say 20 gallon. Use gallons in this situation, I guess. 20 gallon size treasure chest.
Fair enough. Does it have a good lock?
Yeah. You can also get Clay to put that on there. Eliza Douche-Coo? What? No, a douche canoe.
Douche canoe.
A douche canoe. It's the largest. It's the next. It's the next size up from a douche bag.
Big old douche canoe.
Yeah.
And-
I imagine 9 gold also can't get any kind of like magical capacity, right?
No.
Okay. Then Skur will happily buy his huge 20-gallon chest
Cool.
and be like, "This is for treasure."
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
Cool. Anybody
Don't
else
touch
want
my
anything?
Treasure box.
Anybody else want anything? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right. Long rest time. Avalon. You find yourself dreaming. You are floating deep underwater. This is familiar to you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You cannot see the bottom of the ocean. You cannot see the floor. And you cannot see the surface of the water. You are floating. There are no fish this time. And you feel the pulse of the wave. Boom, boom. It sets. And it waits.
There's nothing around me. Like no.
Nothing around. No fish.
I'm gonna reach out
Mhm.
just to see.
You feel on your hand. You can't see it, but it feels like something touches your hand like that.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
it is just the pressure of the water against your hand. Boom, boom.
Is it a heartbeat?
Boom, boom. It weakens. Boom, boom.
Is it coming from a certain like? Can I sense that it's coming from a
is-
certain
It
direction, or
is
just
all around you.
okay?
It is the water itself seems to be pulsing, but it is weakening as you see slowly tentacles rising up
Oh hell
from
no!
the depths.
Hell no! I'm swimming up. I'm swimming up. I'm swimming up.
Roll an athletics check. Disadvantage because you're dreaming. Because we all know that you can't run away in your dreams. Okay. I don't want to hear none of this stuff.
Maybe
So
you can't.
wait, fuck. 16.
16. Yeah, you are able to get away, and you are finding your way. Boom, 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 boom.
No,
boom.
no.
The tentacles now are coming from above and below you. They seem to be on all sides. It's like the scene in
fuck.
Finding Nemo where they're in the jellyfish and they're just everywhere. It's hanging everywhere. You're in a forest of tentacles.
Ah, she's just gonna scream.
And as you scream, your mouth fills with water, and you see the tentacles part, and the one massive red eye stares back at you. And then another one, and another one, and then the multicolored eye on the other side. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
And I think if anyone was around, you would hear her sit like sit straight up.
Are you still outside in your hammock?
I think she would have moved the hammock inside, because I think she would have drunk a little bit. Bitch.
Don't call me a bitch.
Sorry,
I'm
Crab
trying
is
hard for you.
eating stuff off of my computer.
Well, that's new. Yeah.
So you can like hear her breathing like really fucking heavy.
Mm-hmm. All right. The next morning comes, and you all gather at the portal to make your way towards Kevelnire. You have all the things that you've set out to buy. You have all your things packed up. Avalon looks a little. Well, how is Avalon feeling right now?
I think she would look pale and stop it, Crab. Very tense. I have to take all my sticky notes off of my computer now because Crab is eating them. That's fine. Yeah, she is very pale, especially like more so after that nightmare. She's not necessarily thrilled. Her knuckles are definitely a little white as she's kind of gripping onto the handle of her rapier.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, you all notice Avalon's a bit tense right now.
Avalon, you good?
I don't know.
Rough night.
Yeah. Going home.
Is that a bad thing going home? Should we prepare to die?
Cat butt.
Thank you, Crab, for ruining this moment. I don't think so, but there's something there that is unfinished. That it seems may be waiting. I don't know. Thank you, Crab.
That's not terrifying as all hell.
I'll come up to Avalon and squeeze her shoulder and grow a little Valerian on her.
You are now hasted. Is that what that was?
I don't remember. It does mean readiness and strength, but I don't know if that
Oh, then
was what I
yes.
used to cast haste.
Yeah, I think that is. Anyway.
Did you grow a flower on her body?
Just like
Yeah.
on her clothing.
It
Okay.
The jacket that
seeds
she wears.
into her skin and sucks her blood, and then it opens its mouth and goes, "Feed me, Seymour."
How did you remember my haste spell and I didn't? You're right.
I don't know.
Avalon.
Those are my notes.
But where's Pearl?
She's coming.
Is she gonna be a spider? Because
Yeah.
Out of the chest of Timothy Chalamet, the door bursts open and like a from Alien, the little like xenomorph thing, and lands.
It's
There's Pearl.
Of course she's coming. Why wouldn't she come? It's her
I'm
home
not-
too.
I understand it's her home, but isn't this place like full of water, or don't the spiders die in water? Am I wrong here? But
I think some spiders can
Pearl had a
walk
great time
people.
on the lake the other day.
She can't swim, but
Is she one of those
She
water
stays on the
striders?
ship. She can, yes. But she stays on the ship.
I just want to make sure, because fighters plus water usually equal death. So,
She's coming home too.
okay. Yeah.
All right. So, you stand before this large white portal, and you all step through,
Avalon's going backwards in classic Avalon fashion.
going
She
backwards.
never goes through portals front ways.
Can
She
someone
always
hold my
goes
hand
back.
so I don't get abducted by a giant tree monster?
I'll
Yeah,
grab
hold-
Ross's
hold your
hand.
Oh, you? Yeah.
We'll
I can
each
hold
grab a
both-
hand.
I can
I
hold
would
both
take
of
the
your
other
hands.
hand.
Since you guys are using the main channel of exit, you do not have to go through the pathways. It is a direct route as it has been calibrated to Aelid's medallion thing.
Medallion.
Medallima thing. But as you all step through, the first thing is, before your vision comes to you, you smell salt air. You can feel the humidity. And then you feel wind rushing past your ears. Very quickly. Something is wrong. What is going on? You see, you are currently about 1,000 feet up in the air, falling down.
Oh. I
I'll use 2 castings of Featherfall on all of us.
Okay.
don't waste one on me, because I pull out zoom and we're good to go.
All right. You all start to slow your descent.
I still would
and
have to use 2.
You get into Timothy Chalamet and just shatter on the water.
They just slowly just like tenses up.
This is also good, thank you. I don't know how I would have survived that, but it was cool.
You guys start to descend slowly, and it's taking you a good portion of time. But you see in the distance, in the air, something is approaching you. It seems like a ship of some sort. It is a large metal ship with a mast that has a propeller on top and 2 propellers on the sides where like a paddle boat would have its paddles. And you see on the front, there's a man wearing 2 eye patches. He's a human man, white bushy beard, and he goes, "Hello! Hello!"
Do I recognize him?
You do not.
Okay.
Hello! Do you need assistance? Hello!
Seeing as we're currently falling into water, yes.
Real high up.
It would be much appreciated.
Wonderful! All right. He.
We're not about to fall into that propeller, are we?
I'm gonna put a picture of this man in the chat.
Oh, no.
Imagine him with 2 eye patches on because I couldn't find one with eye patches on.
Because who would have 2 eye patches?
He, shut up. That's all I have to say about that. So
All you have to say?
that's all I have to say.
Is it?
Yes. Imagine this man with 2 eye patches,
Including the little dragon, the pseudo dragon.
including the little
Does
dragon.
the dragon have eye patches?
It's not a dragon as much as it is a lizard. It doesn't have wings.
Lizard
It's
is
just like,
covered in eye patches
I
just
love
across its
him.
body.
yeah, he is not a pseudo dragon. He's just like a large. He's basically like a mini Loch Ness monster.
Ooh.
He's a tiny plesiosaur.
Look at that cute little guy.
Well, if you'd like to board, I will have to say, I am quite good company. Welcome.
It certainly
As you
seemed like
to
it.
get down there.
The ship comes alongside you, and he extends a plank, and you all just kind of drift onto the plank and walk onto the ship. Nathaniel Hamilton, at your service. Nice to meet you all. Now, I have to say, it's strange to find people up here without some sort of apparatus. May I
magic.
ask?
This
Wonderful.
curse has
That
woken
makes
me.
sense. I understand entirely.
We're all
All
very
right,
good
well-
jumpers.
That's actually kind of terrifying.
More so than magic?
Yes, magic has rules. Jumping really high is chaotic, terrifying. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, boy. Anyway, you can see this man is fully blind, but he seems to be able to just like tap once or twice and just walk along. As I said, I am Nathaniel Hamilton. I am an inventor. I have built this wonderful machine that you see below us. This is my marvelous flying machine. That is what I'm calling it. It is a MVF. I'm not good with letters. MFM. Muffin. I'll have to figure that out. Well, I mean, if you want to call it that, sure, why not? But I like Muffin better. Now, I am currently on my way somewhere, but I can drop you off if you would like. Yeah.
Could you take us to Dragonfall?
Sure, I suppose. I'm gonna drop a link for you all for a map.
Give us a map.
It is a big
I'm
map.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
It was the map. I'm talking the monster map. The monster map.
Share.
It's so full of crap, the monster map.
You take that back. Alrighty. This should just be anybody who has the link can see
Go
it.
run a lap.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this in the
And
game
those
chat?
in
Where are you
between-
sending this to?
This is in
Yeah,
Haunted
to
Woods. To the
Ah,
land
there it is.
of Kevilnire.
Kevilnire, as opposed to Kevildire.
Ooh.
Over there.
It's about anywhere.
Jesus.
It's Kevilnire. It's Kevilnire. It's
Ooh,
Kevilnire.
bunch of
Eh,
items.
a bunch of.
I happened to find Dragonfall rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a green island, but not that green. It's more of a dull, grayish green.
Yes. So, yes, Dragonfall is. If you look on the right side, there's a series of blue islands that intersect with some gray islands. It is right at that line of intersection. Let's see. If you follow the. Oh, this doesn't have a number on the line. Either way, you'll find it eventually. He spreads out this map on the table. He goes, "Yes, it's over here somewhere. I can't really see the map, as you can tell, but I'm sure it's in that direction. Sure, I can drop you off at Dragonfall. I can drop you off at Oshnor or Storist. Is there any particular reason for Dragonfall?
Wait, where are we? What island are we on?
You
We're
are
in the air.
We're in the
You're
ocean.
in the air, but you are trying to get to Dragonfall, which is oh boy. So if you go where it says 60 east at the top, if you go down to 0 on the left side and find that intersection of 60 east and 0, it's going to be that island that you see right there.
I'm gonna zoom out so I can see the full grid.
That
It's
would
right
make
above a
sense.
blue T-shaped island.
Aha!
Yes. So that is Dragonfall. Is there any particular reason you're trying to get to Dragonfall, my dear?
Just visiting.
All right, good enough reason for me.
What is that huge yellow on the map?
That huge yellow, you see as you look to the north. It is very
Sorry.
plainly obvious.
I apologize. Should I give a better description?
No, I know exactly what you mean. The
No, I
huge
know
yellow-
you do.
The
That's
big
by me
yellow
saying
one
yellow.
is the sun.
The big yellow one is the sun.
The
No.
He just-
yellow one is
The colors, he's blind.
As you look to the north, you see a massive plateau that reaches up higher than the altitude you are currently at. At the top of it, you can just see the tops of buildings and this massive civilization on top of this plateau.
It's like
That-
a mesa.
Yeah, it's like a mesa in the middle of the ocean.
Oh,
At the base of this, you can see various splotches of civilization at the bottom, right along the water's edge.
strange.
But as this
Then-
is very far off, it's hard to really see. Yeah, what's
How-
up?
Yeah, let's say we sail from the big green one on the south to the big green one or the big yellow one on the north. How, what's the breadth of this place? Like,
So if you look down at the bottom right, there's a map, or is a legend of, how many miles it is. So it would
legend
probably
is
be
well-
about. It's probably about.
like 800 miles, something like that.
It's about 600 miles,
Okay.
from north to south. That being said, traveling at about 11 miles an hour on a regular boat, you can go 90 miles in 8 hours. So,
It's not that
that's
much.
no, it's not that much because you don't move very far. But that being said, it.
Oh, I mean
it's-
that's not that long to travel. That's
No, but like that's ultimately what this is like it's a series of islands. It's not the biggest plane, but it is, very
It's not.
compact. Yeah.
the
so-
biggest plane, but it's mine.
But it's mine. It's kinda it's here. It's
So
here.
much. It's special though.
Yeah. Some time passes. I'm gonna kind of zoom us forward a little bit if you guys want.
Sure.
And I'll end us here in just a second. Nathaniel takes you down, and he lands the boat in the dock in Dragon's Fall. Avalon, you recognize this is the same dock that you last left this island from. And is there any particular place that you want to go?
Yes, the tavern.
All right.
Just
You
to
guys
show
guys
everyone.
go to a tavern. Avalon leads you there. It is a tavern called the Fiery Descent. As you walk inside, you see a gentleman who seems himself to be on fire. But his manicured outfit is not aflame. I will post a picture of him in the chat as soon as I can find him, because I got to go back through Facebook.
And I think at this point y'all would see that Avalon has visibly relaxed. It looks like there's just a whole weight that is just lifted off of her
Yeah,
shoulders.
Some color has come back to her. She seems very comfortable. Give me a second as I find this boy. Gotta go back because I put him in the chat.
That's the boy.
There he is. Alright.
Bring us our
And
boy.
sec. And there he is. There is Mr. Grilby.
Grillby.
Yay!
As you enter in, he is wiping down the counter. And he looks up and goes, "Hello, what can I get for you?"
Avalon's gonna kind of look at everybody else. Just be like, I'll take an ale.
Just an ale.
Do you have any
whatever
Fireball whiskey?
they
Of
want.
course, I have Fireball whiskey.
Uh-huh.
What's the best welcome to the islands drink you have?
Well, probably grog.
Take grog.
All right.
I'll take a pina colada.
A what?
Pina colada.
A pina colada.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of it. What's in it?
Rum.
All right.
Yeah, it's like coconut. It's frozen,
All right.
and it usually has a little cherry on top, and
That's
some
it.
cream. Some milk. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. Oh yeah, can't forget that.
You would eat a pineapple. Isn't that the fruit that digests you?
Avalon, what the fuck's going on?
All right. Well, I'll give it my best shot.
We don't really eat pineapple.
He goes and he makes the rest of your drinks,
Garlic.
and he.
And Aelid will pay for the first round.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
He puts a
That's
coconut
a
on
good
the
point.
table.
Thank you. I
and
could
he,
not pay for what I'm getting.
He cuts it open, and he places it on the side, and he goes, "All right, coconut." Scoops out the guts and moves it over. Rum, cherry, whipped cream, pineapple juice. All right.
You have any kiwi if you don't have pineapple?
Oh, that'd be a weird combo.
I'm just.
Don't let me recommend you a drink, Clay, but I think those are fairly
I
similar.
don't
aren't they?
know if this is going to be any good, but here you are, sir. It is not a pina colada. It is rum in a coconut with whipped cream on top and a cherry.
Yeah, this is shit. Good job.
Great. Well,
How much would that first round cost?
I'll say 2 gold. Well,
Can we tell what Mr. Grilby is? Is he a fire elemental or a fire genasi?
He is a fire genasi.
But like more fire than the Genasi part, right?
He is a fire.
He
With
looks more
some vague bits of genasi.
Yeah.
more fire, less Aussie.
You hear behind you this really gruff, "Hey there, you should get done with the bar as soon as you can. It's my turn for a drink." And you turn around and you see these big, like, plastic lens eyes with a felt monobrow as
No.
as this large Muppet-born who's hunched over is standing like this is, "It's my turn for a drink," as he's shuffling forward towards the bar.
I'm not gonna lie, Avalon. I didn't expect this to be what your plane was like.
I mean, you haven't even seen the best of
Skur's
it.
too dumbfounded to really react or move, but if pushed, he would like walk out of the way.
What are you looking at, bub?
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen. It's their first time here. They never met Muppet-born before.
You are a vision to behold.
I know I am. My mother said I was the prettiest of the flock.
Avalon, you never mentioned this.
I'm
I-
so
This is so significant.
It's very
I didn't
strange.
know I was supposed to
What the
mention this.
fuck?
You seem
To Avalon,
so
they're just people.
articulate. You're so articulate, but your mouth doesn't perfectly match up with the sounds coming out of your mouth.
I mean, I
You
know
get
I'm not
used
for all
to
the
it.
things I'm saying right now, but what?
Can I buy you a drink? And we just get to know each other?
I feel like this is moving kind of fast.
I mean,
Let's take my hand.
it's all right with me. Let's go. And I turn to the bartender and ask to buy as much tequila as I can.
I'm like, what did you just?
Grilby just puts a whole bunch of
A
tequila on
bottle
it.
of tequila? Is that how much is
Uh-huh.
a bottle?
I'll say it's a gold. Like,
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'll spend that easy.
Yeah.
I got no money to spend,
Um,
so let's do it.
he puts it in and goes, "And what's your name, darling?"
My name's CK.
Oh,
Come on, let's just get a seat. I have endless questions for you.
oh, of course.
And I reach into my bag. We sit down I sit down at a bar stool, the tallest one I could find, like one of those high tops, because I gotta know what's gonna happen there.
Oh yeah.
And then I reach into my bag, and I pull out my bag of saltwater my 10-pound bag of saltwater taffy, and put it on the table and just like unwrap a piece. And I'm like, all right, start from the beginning.
Alrighty then. My name is Chicken Num Nums. I'm the worst pirate
that they say has ever seen.
Did he just say his name was Chicken Nom Noms?
Cheeky Num Nums! There's no end in that name.
Excuse me.
Can you spell that?
What
have
is
you
my
seen? Have you seen a trash can?
One sec. Cheeky Num Nums is spelled CHIKINOMS. No, NOMNOMS.
I thought you said there were no
Cheeky-
N's in there.
What does my brain do when I see Chicky Num Nums jump onto the bar stool? Like,
It seems almost like your vision just kind of like pans up uncontrollably to like where like the bottom of the bar stool is like out of frame, and
It's
you
like,
you just see
It's like where the camera adjusts so you can't see Ethan Winters' face in
Exactly.
Resident Evil 8.
exactly.
in the
I'm
third
gonna have to
person mode.
find an accurate Muppet for this because
Oh, I
I know
already know.
exactly. I know
Oh,
which one I want, but like I
I know which
can't.
one you're thinking of. Hold on.
I don't remember his name.
Which one? What does it look like?
I think
Exactly
it's
as-
Big Fat Baby Eating O'Brien.
It might be.
I was expecting Pirates of the Caribbean, but we're gonna get Muppet Treasure Island.
I know which one it is. It's Angel Marie.
Is it really?
I think it's Angel Marie. I think you're thinking of Angel Marie.
I didn't know Muppets had names like this.
Here, let me see.
Yeah.
Avalon, is your entire world filled with creatures without legs?
Marie.
I mean,
I mean, a lot of them
They're-
have fins, Clay, so technically, yes.
No,
Yeah.
actually, no. It is not this one. What was? I will be wrapping up here with this conversation after we finish deciding which Muppet this is.
I would like to shout something afterwards.
You said Big Fat
Big
Baby.
Fat Baby
Oh, I
Eating
hate
O'Brien
this.
is a woman.
I hate this.
Just a woman.
So much.
This what?
like Miles
No.
for the Muppets.
Sweetums?
like-
Are you thinking of Sweetums?
It might. I'm trying to figure out. I may have to just look this up later.
Sweetums is the big one.
Yeah.
It might be.
Old Tom.
Yes, yes, it is Sweetums.
Okay. Sweetums. What a guy.
But he has a pirate hat on. It's like it's a comically small size pirate hat in comparison to the rest of his head. But he doesn't have feet. It's more just like a mass of felt hair that just kind of goes down to the ground.
I'm
I
trying to find
understood.
a trash can.
You're looking for hobo cats. And the
Okay.
entire bar goes quiet and everyone goes,
Yes. I am
Oh.
looking for Cat.
no one has seen hobo cats for many, many moons. The last time anyone heard of hobo cat.
Is that
He
the
flung
bar
him.
every
Yeah,
time he
every
says the
every
name?
time he says it, he flung himself from a ship to defend himself from Captain Bride. Duh, duh, duh. He actually makes that sound with his voice.
And Avalon pales at the mention of the captain. And she's like, I'm just looking for him. If anyone has seen him, please.
I just want to believe that Grillby and Avalon are the only non-Muppet creatures on this entire plane.
Yeah. Grillby
It's
just kind of sighs and he looks at you and goes, he looks at you, Ross, he's like, so, can I get you anything? You seem like a nice person.
Me?
Yes?
Well, I'm still
Yes,
waiting on my fireball.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I want it straight up. I want it straight up. With an ash rim.
He does so, and he takes a little stick of wood and just and puts the ash along the rim. And he puts it over to you. He goes,
Fire?
Would you like it lit?
Yes, please.
already. It's already lit.
You see, he goes, and a little flame
goes between the fingers, and the fireball just goes. Shh. It's a tiny little flame.
She slams it.
Perfect. He goes, wow.
Hey,
That
Aelid,
was,
can I borrow 5 gold?
that was incredible.
Sure.
But with the addition of Cheeky Num Nums, Grillby, and the rest of the Fiery Descent, that is where we are going to call our session for this week.
Oh my god.
5 gold to the man who can
Ross
beat me
is-
in an arm wrestle.
Ross has found her life partner. It's gonna be real big.
That's the love of her life.
And I think CK has found hers.
They were on Camel Diamond the whole time. I want to
Right.
find Coco Cat.
This was gonna be a very like serious, like, oh yeah, this is a pirate campaign. But as soon as Hobo Cat came
But
into the
there's
picture,
Muppets there.
I was like, this is the world now. Like Muppet-born are a big part of this world.
Huge. They're the only part of this world.
We're gonna get freaking boarded by Muppet pirates, and it.
None of us noticed because we all failed our perception
As long as
checks,
Tim
but
Curry is still there amongst the Muppet Pirates.
As we were falling, you could hear in the background, far away, shiver my timbers, shiver my sails, yo ho wee ho. It was really cool. I heard it. No one else did.
and
As long
with
as Pepe's in this is all that matters to me.
I'm glad you
And with-
you enjoyed that.
and with that, I've actually got to jump pretty soon. So
Yeah.
thank you all for joining us. It will not be streamed, but we are doing a session 0 for our Eberron campaign that's going to start next year on Friday. And yeah,
And Saturday we're gonna do our charity whatever mathon, where we're just gonna do a bunch of activities all day, and people can send money to the Venmo, and I will donate all proceeds to Doctors Without Borders.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you
Hell yeah.
see us out, Ben?
I can't, but you know who can? Cheeky Num Nums can.
Oh no.
You know. Bring him back.
We're raiding Majora's Rose.
Clickety, clackety, roll to a clackety.
Let's please come back today.
Shut the fuck up, James!
Shut the fuck up, Adi.
Shut the fuck
Get out of here, you pieces of garbage!
Nice.
Good night. I love you all.
Bye.
Cheeky Num Num's best character. When you kill CK, I'm coming.